change about.
You didn't even drink Hennessy. You drink fucking
Cognac. I drank the cognac and then the whatever whiskey you guys had. That's why we threw up.
Yeah, that whiskey was really good. I actually like that whiskey, and I forgot to take the bottle with me so I can keep it.
That's why we threw up, because remember, RJ gave me a cup and I just chugged it, and that's the last thing I remember.
You're crazy. Did we start?
Wait on you?
Oh. Should put all this in a podcast.
It is. I hit record a long time ago.
You started?
Guess so.
I have like the last 10 minutes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, you back in there, boy?
Content never stops.
Come on, Ricky. Boss man, big CEO right here.
Okay. Hello, everybody. This is the Worst Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Ricardo Rosales. Say my whole government name.
Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that.
And to my side is our co-host, the one that's here every episode.
You talking about Nick or me?
You. Actually, both of you, technically.
Yeah. I think that means you the other host. Shut up, big head.
Alright, on my right is Brandon.
That's it, just Brandon.
Yeah. Brandon?
Brandon.
Oh, sorry guys. You know, gotta update my name. AKA, I have 2 PSA 9 Charizards.
Talk about that next episode.
I gotta plug that in.
Alright, and then on my right, our executive producer, the one that does all the technology shit, because, you know, we're too dumb to figure it out.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Nick. Yeah, I'm the guy behind the boards. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting episode. Thank you for everyone who's listened to this podcast so far.
Man, thanks to all of our 40
Shout out
listeners?
to the 40?
Double
47
digits.
total plays
Double digits,
on all the episodes combined.
Next stop's a million, bro.
Oh.
Alright, that's funny because our first episode 0 is our number 1 right now with 20 plays in total. And that's not including the YouTube channel that we just released.
Jeez.
With 10 subscribers already?
Double digits, bro.
10 subscribers already. Only 2 episodes on there.
Moonrow and Tesla's 2025.
Moonrow on top. We about to get Teslas.
We about to be in Teslas, bro.
Shout out to Elon.
Teslas.
Hey, when y'all shoot him up in Mars and fucking Jeff Bezos, leave him there. Don't bring him back.
Yeah, but thank you guys for the views, the listeners. Man, I can't believe so many people listen to us talk about nothing important.
I'm actually surprised we got this many. I didn't expect it to go past 1, and now we're sitting here.
We're at double digits.
Double
we're at
digits.
20.
All the headaches.
40 total plays.
I was like, alright.
47, almost 50. It's almost 100.
Almost 69.
What the fuck? That's a sex thing.
That is a sex thing.
It's a sex thing.
That is a sex thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a little bit more subdued. No background noise.
No background noise.
That was definitely apologies from the editor here. I did not know the TV. We have really good mics. I didn't expect us to have a mic that good.
That's funny because it did catch the TV. Catch us watching Rush
Rush Hour. Blade. So, definitely my apologies. Definitely going to work on not doing that. Also, shout-outs to Blue for making fucking amazing mics.
Oh, yeah, Blue.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Blue Chew. I was like, we got sponsored by Blue Chew?
Oh, no.
Fucking young man's Viagra? Nah.
I know y'all been wondering which mics we'd be using. We'd be using Blue, Snowball, Yeti. You know, Yeti and Snowball. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And Turtle Beach.
No Turtle Beach.
Nah,
Turtle
Turtle
Beach.
They fell off.
They fell off hard.
They fell off.
See, like, we all used to have Turtle Beaches. Now we have whatever Nick has around his neck.
I got the Astros.
Yeah, I got the green ones. I got the Xbox
Oh, yeah,
ones.
you got the Astros. Yeah, we both got Astros.
Yeah, all of us now has got Astros besides.
Your brother has Razors.
He has Razors. Which I think, we're not sponsored by the way, I think those are way better than the Razer ones. To me, I don't like covering my whole ear. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they feel kind of big and fat. And
Astros are the only ones that feel comfortable. I actually like.
Yeah, Astros feel nice and comfortable. You know, that's what I do when I like to play video games. Even though I rarely do that shit anymore.
You play video games? That's crazy.
Exactly.
I can't even talk. I haven't played a video game.
What was the last video game you played, Nick?
Like for realsies or for funds?
For realsies. Well, what counts for you? Like getting achievements? Or beating the actual game?
Fuck, I haven't beat a game in years. I'm halfway through Spider-Man. Barely touched Miles Morales. I think the only game I got serious in was Ghost of Tsushima, and I didn't even finish that. I got all the way to the last.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm not on the last island, but I'm close to the last chapter in that game, or the
crazy.
last act, and I get to the point, and I just completely God of War. I got to like the halfway point, stopped playing.
Man, I tried to play God of War. No, I don't like it. Well, I did, but I don't care enough to play it.
It's just like sitting there and just like, oh, all right, I gotta actually try.
Yeah.
And do stuff, and yeah.
What about you? What was the last game you actually took? FIFA?
Overwatch?
Overwatch.
That's a throwback.
I was playing that last week, or 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, what you got to, like silver?
I'm at 2050.
So silver.
Whatever.
Silver.
That's not silver. That's gold.
That's gold?
Yeah.
I thought it was 3. That's gold. Fuck, I haven't touched Overwatch in forever.
Then again, you might be right. Fuck, I haven't.
No,
looked
it's
at
I'm
it.
gold because
pretty
it's,
sure-
it's
No, but the picture you sent me, it looked silver.
it's gold because it's yellow.
Damn, then I'm blind.
Damn.
Damn. I haven't been gold in Overwatch in forever. I stopped playing since season... What season are we on now?
I don't know.
Fuck, I don't think
I'm pretty sure we're like in 20-something.
I stopped playing.
I think I stopped playing it in like 25.
When did Echo come out? That's when I stopped playing.
Jesus.
That's back.
Fuck Echo.
That's the last time I played.
Hey, Echo.
Echo.
I think they fixed her. Didn't they fix her?
Man, they,
She's
I
not
assume
broken?
so. She's been out for like a year now.
Pretty sure they fixed her. They... Tourborn... people that have turns are
Tor,
gross again.
Bjorn. I
They're
remember
gross.
they changed how he works.
They gross again.
oh yeah, because I got with Bastion to play defense for 30 seconds. I murdered everybody.
All the turns got a buff again. And it's
a good day.
there's a reason why I didn't touch it again.
All the way back to
Because
that.
because the new season came out and Brandon's like, let's play Overwatch. So I did research on the stats and the buffs and nerfs, and I'm like, fuck. All the turrets are gross again.
Okay, man. You gotta make turrets great again.
And I forgot which... I think they finally fixed Ashe. She doesn't do as much damage anymore.
Bob still does?
I mean, Bob.
I mean, Bob's an old.
Bob's an old. That makes sense. They can't fix that.
They can't nerf the old.
And they fix McCree. They made him more slower. Like when he does his barrel roll.
Oh, yeah.
They made him way slower.
No.
Yeah.
No way, because
It's
he
either-
still murdered me.
It's either that or they made his thing recharge slower.
He's
So it's
still
not as
murdered.
it's not like 1 2 3. It's like 1 2 it's like 3 2 1.
He murked me.
I mean, McCree his gun still kills anything in 2 shots.
I mean his bullets are sniper bullets.
You don't want to be out there in the fucking McCree's fucking 6-shooter.
And they also I think they fixed Widowmaker sniper shot.
Yeah.
So-
I remember they fixed a lot of the damage, but it's just like
They did. They fixed a bunch. I just don't care.
If
If this involved with my people, I don't care.
at this point,
I'm not gonna lie. They need to take off the recoil of Soldier.
That's
that
the only way to make him
shit
fair, bro.
Is annoying.
That's the only way to make Soldier fair.
I mean, yeah, he does stupid damage with that recoil.
He shoots. I know he shoots a machine gun. He might as well shoot a laser beam.
Nah, that's Zarya.
Come on, that thing has better.
That's Zarya.
But the way Soldier shit shoots, this shit's a sniper rifle.
Oh yeah, if you get clean headshots, they're dead in like 4 shots. Maybe
Sniper
2.
rifle. You talking about sniper rifle? That's fucking Ash.
I'm talking about.
I mean, this Ash makes sense with the kind of gun she has.
Does it?
Ash be getting stupid shots.
It's a Winchester.
Does it?
It's a rifle.
Does it?
Okay, at the beginning, she was disgusting.
They just fixed her.
I know. It's hard because it's. I mean, you have to be. I mean, she's one of those characters where you have to be good with to be good with. You know, you have to hit your shots. Just like
You have to hit your shots.
Yeah, with Widowmaker, you have to hit your shots. Hanzo, you have to hit your shots.
Man,
Then
remember
again, you can just fucking storm arrow.
remember when I used to be fucking Hanzo, man?
A lot of people used to be Hanzo mode. Then they took away his
He took away his fucking shatter arrows.
scatter shot, but then his storm arrows are way better.
Yeah. they like fucking those are real sniper shots.
They gave him a shotgun.
That's pretty much what it is.
They
You go up close and you just take him out.
Gave that dude a shotgun.
That's the last game you played seriously?
It's Pokemon Shield right now. That's it. But it's boring.
Pokemon Shield.
We'll leave the Pokemon talk for the next episode.
Talk Pokemon's next episode.
I feel like we can have a long discussion about Pokemon.
Yes.
But we'll leave it for next episode.
Next episode we'll talk about more video games and other shit.
Yeah, we'll give people something to tune in for next episode. We won't say next week. We'll say next episode. We'll figure. Also, another thing, we're figuring out a release schedule for this.
Anyways, back on track. Don't forget, just watch out for the Moonrow Instagram and Twitter. We'll be talking about releasing more content, more other stuff. You get to see us stream at some point.
It's all there. We just have to hit the button.
It's yeah. What you need to set it up and record and some stuff.
That's right. Moonrow branded Tesla coming out 2026.
Other Moonrow stuff. Clothing's about to come out.
Oh, Jesus.
We've done some artworks and stuff. Clothing maybe come out next year. I'm putting an official date either next year or 2 years.
Putting a line in the sand. He said
it's next year.
He's fucking GTA 6 in this bitch. He said this year it's happening.
GTA 6.
Next year.
Y'all never see that game.
The streaming will be coming out this year. I don't know when. Whenever.
Probably by the end of the year.
Whenever I decide to press the button and play what game I would decide what to play.
Well, something cool I've wanted. All right, I know you said we're getting away from the gaming stuff. But I feel like we're getting it. We're I will slightly dip our toes into it for a little bit. I want to stream some Pokemon.
You should.
I thought about it. I thought about streaming Pokemon Y because I have the 3DS.
Before the remakes come out?
Yeah, we should do that.
'Cause those aren't this year, right?
Yeah, they are. They're like in a few months.
So, like, nothing crazy. Like, maybe just stream, like, some raids and maybe some VGC battles.
Yeah, we can do that. But we can do this.
Just to, like, get it in there. And Pokemon's an easy, like...
We can do that this month.
Yeah, I mean...
We can do that this month. Either this month or next month.
Yeah, nothing hardcore, but I wanted to do, like, a chill Pokemon stream.
Yeah, and we'll also be having TikTok of us opening packs. Because, we are losers and we buy Pokemon cards.
Alright, so that's it. That's all y'all get for this one. Tune in.
Yeah, next episode we'll talk about more about Pokemon cards.
The good stories.
Talk about how much Moonrow spent on Pokemon cards in total. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot.
They don't want to know.
And yeah, but
I'm only in for $1.
Moonrow TikTok coming out, filled with us opening Pokemon stuff, behind the scenes stuff. You get to see all of our clean, beautiful faces.
That's right. We're going to the Pokemon Center.
Cool. Japan?
I mean, there's one in New York.
There's no in New York? Shit. Is Mewtwo in there?
I have no clue.
Yeah, it's not worth it then.
Yeah, but check out Moonrow's Instagram at Only Moonrow, and the Twitter, which is also Moonrow. I'm pretty sure the Twitter is just Moonrow.
All right, yeah, we'll have the links to the socials into the description.
We will have it somewhere on YouTube, and check out our YouTube Moonrow. You can find the 2 last episodes of the Worst Guys
Moonrow
podcast.
561.
Oh, that's Moonrow 561 because why not?
We will have the socials and the links, and the YouTube.
Check out the YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube will be up. So the official plan for the YouTube is the YouTube episode will be out a week after the podcast drops. So the podcast is going to come out. We'll shoot for Monday or Tuesday. That following Monday, the episode will be out on YouTube, so you guys can listen on YouTube, leave comments for us, and if we get some decent comments, we'll read them on the next recording.
Okay.
Cool.
And the YouTube, it will have the podcast stuff.
We'll have the full episodes, and then I want to start doing clips, so we'll have stuff that we can share and show to people. Definitely the Marvel talk. Your fucking Tony Stark rant is still...
Oh, yeah. Look out for the animated shorts. Those are coming out.
Right.
If you want to see how we actually reacted, behind... I don't know how to say it.
Off cam.
Where you see us on camera, you get to see us animated.
lot of things are happening.
A lot of things. Monroe blowing up.
All right, so that's the housekeeping portion.
Nice talk.
That's the housekeeping portion.
I mean,
So, you guys were gone for about a month. Hence why the huge gap in podcasts.
yeah, sorry for not releasing, guys. We took a vacation because, we got to treat ourselves right. Some of us just graduated.
So you guys took a road trip.
Road trip.
Not a flight.
Not a flight. No plane. We took an actual car and went across the country to California.
Cali.
The home of the stars.
Because we built different.
And sure.
Cali was the mission for you.
Cali was the mission a few months ago.
Alright guys, how was the trip?
Oh, man.
We'll start with the drive. How was the drive?
Cake.
First of all, I like how the night before we went on the drive, we slept for like an hour.
4 hours. I slept for 4 hours.
You slept for 4 hours. I slept for 2. Javaya stayed up.
That's his fault.
And we left at that like 6. What was time did we fall asleep? Like around like
4 or
11?
3. It was
4
4
or
or 3. Yes.
And then we left around like 6.
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Because I took a shower and I was like, oh, let's go.
I also took a shower, so
Yeah.
yeah, we left. And so it was Brandon's turn to drive first, and he got us to Orlando. You know the big McDonald's?
Yeah.
That's in Orlando, next to Universal?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon missed a turn, and he got really upset.
I don't know.
And
Road
he
rage.
missed a turn that we're supposed to exit from to go to that McDonald's. He missed a turn, he parked. He told somebody else to drive.
But,
Damn.
fuck that.
I mean, I get it. If it was like, I'm assuming that was breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't eat anything, or we had drinks. I was
I
fucking
was
sipping on
upset.
water.
I was upset.
He was upset, so Jafar took in, and that's funny because you get on the highway one more time, like five,
It was 5 minutes.
5 minutes away. The McDonald's is right there.
Hey, man.
It's Orlando. There's like 700 exits.
That's what I was saying.
To
And then,
get
like,
into-
I
to
try
get
to
in and out of
merge.
Orlando.
I try to merge so I
Yeah,
could be
but
like,
to be fair, the Apple GPS is not that good.
because it tells you literally the last second. It's like either it says, "Oh, make a right here," and there's like 2 cars going turning right with you, and then you're behind them, or you're in front, and it's like a sharp turn. You gotta
Yeah,
do.
it's like it's weird. It's weird. The GPS. I heard they're fixing it though. I heard they're fixing the GPS with the new updates coming out.
I've been witness to the GPS being kind of trash, especially when it's like a sudden like sharp turn.
Javias, this is back when he had the iPhone.
I don't know what iPhone he had.
It was the one that had the buttons. It had the button iPhone.
I was like, no, he bored.
No offense, bro.
This is the buttons. These are touch.
There's a touch? What the fuck did you upgrade? It's a button.
It's the fake button.
It's a button.
It's a fake button.
You have to click on it to see the screen. I just have to tap it.
Listen, all right.
But he had one of those, but like
Ricky bought a Tesla.
But his is like the bigger version. What number is yours?
I think it's the 8 Plus, isn't it?
Yeah, he had the 8 Plus,
Uh-huh.
and I think his is like behind on a few updates
How do
because
behind with
because
this-
he jailbreaks his phone
Oh,
because he has free Spotify and free something else.
That's why I act so.
Yeah, so we were on the GPS. This man's the thing that tells us where we're at, took him off the road and across the country.
you use that GPS spoof.
And we looked at it. I'm like, and I'm the one that's driving because my phone, the charger thing's acting up.
Yeah.
Because it's dirty. I have to clean it. So I was using his phone, and I looked at him like, huh? I'm across the map, and I'm like, bruh. He's like, don't worry about it. It's my phone, I swear. And I'm like, nigga, your phone is shit. And when you gonna get a new one? And then when we come back to Florida, I'm like, all right.
Fucking his shit. He got the GPS spoof when he's playing Pokemon Go. Like, oh, I'm in Tokyo.
He's in Tokyo.
I'm in Tokyo.
But-
I'm getting these rares.
But yeah, back to the thing. So yeah, we made it to big McDonald's. Giant McDonald's in Orlando. The biggest McDonald's in the world, I think they say.
It is.
Yeah, right? The biggest McDonald's in the world.
Yep.
It has a 2-story, the arcade shit in the top. Yeah. It sucks.
I mean, it's a McDonald's.
I mean, yeah, but
It's a super busy McDonald's.
I was disappointed that they closed the fucking arcade shit upstairs.
Well, COVID still.
COVID, I mean, yeah, but
Man, I just wanted to play some.
I just wanted to play some, arcade
Foosball.
machines or something, foosball.
Y'all were in Orlando.
And their food was good. I loved the Belgian waffles were good. The Belgian waffles were good
This
there.
nigga said Belgian waffles.
Yeah, they have waffles. That's the thing about Big McDonald's. It has more than just food. It has more than regular McDonald's food.
Bro, I ain't trying to do it. Bro, I'm trying to get my 3 sausages.
You can buy alcohol there.
I want my 3 sausage biscuits. I want my large OJ, and I want my hash browns. I'm ready to leave.
Nah, bro.
And their lunch, I heard their lunch is way better. I like some of them make pizzas and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I would have trusted McDonald's pizza. Fucking burger.
It's just that Krusty Krabs episode where you just take the Krabby Patty and smash it into a pizza. Is the dudes take a Big Mac and just smash it into a pizza?
It's the crabs. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. It's my favorite. But I like the Belgian waffle. It was really good. I kind of...
Nah, it was excessive when you tell it to add strawberries. It melted, like,
the strawberries. Down. Yeah, it's like... You can tell they got it from a jar full of strawberries because, it has all the juices in it. So when they put it on there, it was just, like, wet and slippery. And you can see the juice, like, sticking out. It made your Belgian waffles red.
That's soggy as fuck.
Yeah, it was soggy Belgian waffles. But, I mean, it's a McDonald's. It tastes exactly how their pancakes taste.
Yeah. Pretty disappointing.
Damn.
I was expecting something more, but it's a McDonald's, so I can't.
So they were soggy?
They were soggy.
Bro, I can't. Soggy waffles piss me off, bro.
Soggy
waffles. I cannot do soggy. I already kind of don't care for waffles.
I mean, they're just pancakes with holes in them.
But, like, they're like, you want, like, a little bit of, like, crispy crunch when you get a waffle. Right? I ain't trying to eat no soggy waffles, bro. If you feed me soggy waffles, we fighting.
And it's soggy even before you put the syrup.
Hell yeah, we didn't put no syrup in it.
It was just straight the strawberries.
The strawberries is what water it down.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, bro, hey, you need to put that back on the griddle.
And the strawberries weren't even good. It's like...
I mean, it was just jarred.
It's jarred strawberries.
I mean, because I added strawberries and bananas to mine.
I did too. I didn't like the strawberries.
I like the bananas more.
The strawberries were too sweet for me. I don't like really sweet strawberries. You can tell they're from the jar. That's why I didn't like it. So, I mean, it's McDonald's. I wasn't really complaining about it. It got me full.
Yeah, we were full.
Like, I was full for a while.
You could have just gotten a bunch of sausage, some SBs, and called it a day.
Like, where else did we eat after that?
Like, once we got full, we didn't eat until we left Florida. We ate when we got to Texas.
Yes,
it was. Yeah, it was Texas.
Because we got Mickey D's again.
Yeah.
Y'all went to Texas and got McDonald's again?
Here's why. Whataburger was packed.
The line was packed as fuck.
I mean, that shit was circling around that building.
Yo, tell the story where Javaya entered the...
Bro, it was Javai's turn. It was like late at night in Texas, Houston. Shout out to Houston, Texas.
Shout out to Texas.
H-Down.
H-Down.
Call me Meg.
But, so, we got off the highway, and Javai took a fat-ass piss. And then after that, we stopped by a building. We pissed, like, by the side of the building. Mm-hmm. So, when he was about to do the turn to Whataburger, but he doesn't know there's an exit there from the highway. And, that's only a one-way only, so you can't enter there.
Yeah.
He entered there because he couldn't see, and it doesn't say you can't enter there.
Yeah.
And he didn't see that there's no entrance to the Whataburger there.
Yeah.
So he just entered, and we almost ran into a car coming straight at us.
Damn.
So he did the turn. The car was right there. The guy looked at us. He didn't know. The guy did not know what to do. All he did was turn left and right, and then he just stopped. And Javon was like, "Oh shit!" He just started spinning the wheel. I was like, "Oh fuck!" I woke up from my nap. I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I mean, that guy who was like on the road going like he
was scared for his life.
He was like, he knew what happened.
He was like,
he knew what happened. He was like, these niggas, they don't know how to drive down here.
I'm pretty sure once they saw our license plate, they're like, understandable.
They don't know
Floridians, am I right?
It's like, yo, trying to go to Whataburger? That's crazy.
Fuck.
You didn't DoorDash it?
You didn't DoorDash shit?
I would love to see what the DoorDash feed on fucking Whataburger would be.
No, I wanted to wait out Whataburger. It's that I think it was Javai.
Javai didn't want to wait because he was super hungry.
But it's Whataburger.
I mean,
I just was craving it. We didn't eat none of it.
We didn't eat none of it. He went like, okay, he's like, let's go across the street. The McDonald's is there. It's not that packed. So we went to McDonald's.
And it still took like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it took like 15 because they make the quarter pounders fresh.
And we got double.
We got double quarter pounders with bacon on it.
Yeah. Meals.
That shit was busting that night. I don't know why, but that shit.
That's how we're hungry.
It was the fresh fries, the fresh quarter pounders, and then
because they had to compete with the Whataburger across the street,
and then the drinks.
Everything
it was just
fresh.
They had to compete with the
and
fucking.
The sad thing is, we ate at a Walmart parking lot, right under a gas station, and we pumped gas there at the Walmart.
Yeah, a lot of those have those.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a cool thing. Nice drive. Oh man. So when it was my first turn to drive, we were in Gainesville, Florida.
Shout out to Gainesville.
We left one of their what was it, visiting or like a rest stop? Because we all had to take a piss and Javai didn't want to drive no more. Javai, so he let me drive. So we left and man, I get on the highway, 5 minutes in, I get pulled over by the cop.
You hate to see
and
it.
he was a sneaky motherfucker. Because listen, it's all forest. Right in the middle of the forest, a fucking cop car, hidden.
Oh,
I didn't see him until we passed
Y'all
him.
got trapped, bro.
And I'm over here going 85 on a 75.
I noticed it. Once you went zooming, I was like, fuck, that was a cop.
Once we passed him, Brandon's like, fuck, that's a cop. And I'm like, huh? And then I saw the cop pull up, and I'm like, fuck. So I started slowing down. Nope, he was on my ass. And I wanted to make sure he was on me or somebody else, so I moved to the other lane. He followed my ass straight. I'm like, oh, yeah. He's for me.
Trap job, bro. Also, 85 and a 75, come on, bro. You let that go.
Man, I wish I had the luck like these two motherfuckers have. Javai be going 100 on a 75. The drive to Texas, it was just him going 100. You know how you have the cruise mode on the car?
Yeah.
Where the pedal does it for you?
Mm-hmm.
He set that shit to 120.
Y'all were zooming.
I looked up. That shit said 120. And I'm like, Javai, what's the speed limit? He's like 75. I'm like, alright. I'm like, he gets pulled over. It's on him. It's on his shit. We didn't get pulled over. The sad thing is, when he's driving, no cops in sight.
I mean, the freeway is the freeway.
No cops in sight. I'm talking about the Texas to Cali where he drives. No cops. But when I drive, I'm the one that gets pulled over by going over 10 miles over the speed limit.
Already at 75, bro. That cop he was bored.
But the thing is, he's cool. He was cool with it. He asked me, he's like, hey, he's like, where you from? I'm like, Stewart. Then he's like, oh, where you guys headed? I'm like, we're going across the country to Cali, road trip. He's like, oh, okay. Like, he asked me, like, oh, whose insurance is it on? And I'm like, oh, my dad and some bullshit. And he was like, okay, so this speeding shit is going to hurt your dad's insurance. I'm like, I know. He's like, okay. So I'm not going to give you guys a ticket for speeding. I'm going to give you a citation for not having a seatbelt. Even though we all had a seatbelt, but he's like, but he's like, I mean, I did. He did. Javai did at some point.
At some point.
I mean, Javai put it on right on time before he came. So he's like, just so it won't hurt you, we're going to give you a citation for stopping a seatbelt. Even though you did, but, you know, or it won't hurt your insurance. I'm like, okay. So he gave me the citation. I'm like, okay. Right when he told me that, and he went back to his car and he took my ID, we couldn't find my registration of my car.
God, it took us forever to find out.
Oh yeah, it took us until he left, did shit on the machine, came back. We found out. I'm like, oh hey, I found the thing, and he's like, oh. I'm like, I asked him like, do you need it? He's like, no. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they really. They'll run their tags.
And I'm like, okay, I'll put it back. And then he gave me my ID. He's like, oh yeah, here's the citation. Just pay it or go to the court. And I'm like, okay. Luckily, because in Stewart, you can't pay it online. You have to go to the courthouse. At least here, they're like, okay, you get your pay it online. I'm like, okay. So, I forgot about it. I forgot about it until we came back to Florida. We were in Florida, and I waited like 2 weeks in while I'm in Florida. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I have to pay for this stupid-ass citation.
Yeah. They give you a pretty long time before they count.
Yeah, it's like a month.
Yeah.
So I'd be like 5 weeks.
Didn't they think it was about 5 weeks? Well, Yeah, 3 weeks in Cali and then 2 weeks back, 5 weeks.
5 weeks. I mean, but I paid for it on time. So I paid the $110.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Scam, bro.
I paid the $110 for a fucking county that I don't live in.
Bro, traffic tickets are a scam, bro. They're a scam.
They're making you go broke.
That's the biggest racket. I don't know who invented that, but whoever invented that is the devil.
I mean, at least it wasn't a speed ticket. The speed ticket would be more.
Yeah,
And then their insurance would have went fucking
added
off
points
the
to your license.
Hell yeah.
For what?
I mean, but it's
You die?
fine. As long as I paid for it, so I don't have to worry about it no more.
We have all these aggressive... You know, like, America loves fucking speeding tickets, all that shit? No
Yep.
other country really does that shit.
Oh, I know. You didn't hear about the thing about Tokyo? Where if you go past a certain limit, the cops won't follow you no more.
Yeah.
Because their cars can't keep up with the super twin turbo cars they have.
There's no...
Have you heard about that?
It's like also public endangerment, so they don't want to endanger people. So at a certain point, they're just like, "Fuck it." Well, we have your tags. We'll find you later.
That's why all the racers and shit are over there. But I mean, it's whatever. I paid for it. I really didn't have a problem with it because I'm like, hey, heal me out.
You should just rip that shit up and be like, "Hey, bro, you good?"
But no.
Hey, you Florida? Hey, go.
Yo, I've never realized how big Florida and Texas are until that trip.
Florida's not big. It just stretches.
It stretches.
It's just the panhandle.
Yeah.
You stopped in
Or
Pensacola.
is that the handle? It's the fucking...
I stopped at the Pensacola, right?
I had to finish Pensacola.
I
and
stopped-
that was the longest fucking drive.
I stopped where the big dog is from. Roman Reigns. He's from Pensacola, Florida. He's from Booty Butt, Nowhere, Florida.
I mean, you're on the border.
Yeah, we were like right there. I didn't realize how close we were when I gave up driving. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I mean, yeah, Pensacola, you're on the border.
Yeah, I didn't know that until Brandon started driving. Like 5 minutes in, we saw, well, you're leaving Florida. Have a good day or something. I'm like, oh, okay.
It was Pensacola. Then we entered Alabama.
Man, Alabama. It was in Mississippi.
Yeah,
They're
Alabama, Mississippi,
really tiny.
and then Louisiana.
They're really tiny.
Well, there's nothing there.
We went through them for like 5 hours. It took us to go through it.
Yeah, it took me 5 hours.
5 hours to get through it. Texas is a bitch.
Yeah. Have you seen Texas on the map? Big as fuck.
I thought it was just exaggerating. Nope, that shit is huge. That's like what, 10? 15 hours?
15 hours.
15 hours to get through? It took us like 9 or 5 hours to get to Houston from Mississippi? And then
No, it's not Mississippi. It was Louisiana.
Louisiana to...
It was Louisiana.
Louisiana to Houston, right?
Louisiana to Houston, and that took forever.
Yeah. It was to there, and then... And that's including traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon got stuck on traffic. We're on the bridge.
Pressed. I got stuck in traffic in Alabama and then Mississippi.
Like, I go to sleep, I wake up, I'm like, where you at? He's like, we're still in fucking, I don't know, Booty Butt Nowhere. I'm like...
Because I got stuck in Alabama because of that damn accident.
Yeah.
And then Mississippi was traffic, and we were stuck for like a good hour or two. That held us back a lot.
That held us back really a lot.
And then after that traffic slowed down, I was just zooming.
But yeah, after that, we got to Houston. It took us
the whole
day to get out of Texas from Houston.
That makes sense. Texas is fucking big.
I know it is.
San Antonio, when he had to drive out of San Antonio, from Houston to get out of San Antonio was a lot.
To get out of San Antonio?
Yeah, because remember we left at 8 o'clock, and then we didn't leave San Antonio until 3 p.m.?
3 p.m.
Some
shit like that.
You should have went to the Alamo.
But we left and we got to New Mexico. I was like, damn, this shit really do be looking like Mexico. I've never seen so much similarities to Mexico until we reached New Mexico.
I mean,
I was like, fuck.
I'm pretty sure you just saw that when you were when you got past it, you get San Antonio, Texas.
That's funny because we were driving and I'm like, man.
It's all desert, bro.
Hell yeah. And I'm like, man. And it keeps on, I know the exit, it said the border to Mexico. I'm like, man, we can go to Mexico right now. I forgot what we were talking about.
Mexico?
Yes, similar. So, the sign, the border, we could just go to Mexico.
Shut up.
It's crazy because once you're in New Mexico, halfway through it, when you're on the highway, it tells you that you have to pull over so they can search you. Because, ICE and, shit like that. We didn't get stopped or anything. We just kept on going.
I mean, they should have stopped y'all, huh?
There was no ice cars or anything, so.
I was expecting it. I was like,
I was hoping for it. I'm like, damn, we're about to get stopped. I mean, we don't have anything when we're driving there, so. So, yeah, we kept on going. Man, straight desert from there.
Yeah.
And it's hot. We stopped somewhere to put gas in. Man.
Like
we get out the car.
120.
Ooh, 120.
When?
120.
Yeah, but that's dry heat.
That's dry heat.
This is humid heat. I'd rather have dry heat than humid heat.
Yeah, because it's like, you get the wind and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, not that bad. But, man.
Then nighttime?
120? Nighttime gets cold.
That's why I like it, because once the sun's gone, the heat's gone.
The heat's gone.
You don't get any of that leftover
It gets
shit.
freezing. And, you know, they carry me the black car, so it gets colder more easily. But, yeah. Once we got to Cali, it was just straight good from there.
Traffic.
You knew we're in Cali because, you know, you drive up the hills and then you see, like, Los Angeles and whatever the fuck is over there. The Paso or some shit. Yeah, other than that, you know, Los Angeles, bright-ass lights.
So, in Cali,
we just got to my aunt's house and, you know, slept the night. Wake up. What did we do that day when we woke up?
The barbecue thing.
Yeah, my cousin Arjunish, shout out to Arjunish. He watches the podcast too. He took us to a Korean barbecue. We all wanted to go to Korean barbecue besides Brandon.
why do you not want to go to Korean barbecue, bro?
Brandon wanted In-N-Out.
You afraid to?
I wanted
In-N-Out.
I wanted In-N-Out.
He wanted In-N-Out.
In-N-Out's never gonna go anywhere. Korean barbecue though.
Me and Javai were like, let's go to Korean barbecue. So we all decided to go to Korean barbecue because we said, fuck Brandon. Because I'm like, we can go In-N-Out anytime. This is Korean barbecue. Yeah. We had to go. And you know what? He regretted saying let's go to In-N-Out. Because once he had the Korean barbecue, his whole opinion changed.
That chicken was...
The chicken was good. The fucking brisket was good.
Hell yeah.
Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue
is amazing.
hit.
Pricey, but it's worth the money.
It's worth the money. All the shit's good.
Nah, man, Arjun just got big boy money and he paid for us.
Hell yeah, Arjun just works at the bank. He works at Bank of America.
I mean, either way,
Oh man, let me tell you how Brandon, aka the bag fumbler, fumbled the first bag when we were there.
Oh, we fumbling bags.
So there was this cute waitress, and she kept on talking to Brandon, even though Arjun was ordering the food. She kept on talking to Brandon.
Is this a B-Dubs part 2?
B-Dubs part 2.
This is worse, Nick.
It's worse.
Oh no.
Because we all saw it besides him. And she kept on talking to him. She gave us free chicken. Nigga. She gave us an extra free chicken. And she looked at Brandon, and then, you know, Brandon not knowing how to eat Korean barbecue, he didn't know what sauces were which. So, you know, she kindly helped him, you know, helped him. Mm-hmm. Not the rest of us.
Fuck y'all. Y'all figure it out.
Fuck us.
Y'all dip whatever y'all want or whatever.
Imagine, I'm pretty sure she didn't even know Arjun was there.
And
he was paying the bill. And
he don't care.
She looked at him and kept on talking to Brandon.
Nah, he was like, he brought the good meat. He brought a little cute boy over there.
And then Brandon not noticing until we left. And, you know, he didn't talk to her. And then ever since that day, he kept on regretting. He's like, I should have talked to her. And we keep on bringing it up.
How do you... Twice this has happened.
She look older than me.
How are you fumbling these bags?
She looked like she was 25.
I don't notice until like the very end.
Exactly. And I'm like...
Because then I'd be like, yo, shitty on me?
And then she kept on asking. She kept like coming to the table and asking him, are y'all good? Just him. She didn't look at any of us.
I mean, listen, like, I get it because there is that part where it's just like, is this person flirting? Or
is she doing her job? That's what I told him. I was like, I'm pretty sure she was doing her job. No, but the rest of us
knew it. We knew she was flirting. She wasn't
I think it's more obvious if she's like really just talking to one person and not the whole table.
Arjun is ordering, and then she just looks back at Brandon.
She's like, yeah, whatever, nigga. By the way...
Yeah, you wanted okay. So, you... And we all knew, even Arjun is old. He's like 25. He's like a good 5 years
older than us. Even Javai said it.
If Javai notices it, then you know. I mean, I noticed it right away.
No, because the moment she shot us down, she was like, "What can I get for you guys?" And the first thing that popped in my head was like, "Should I be bold? Like, can I get your number straight ahead, or just wait?" And then I just pussied out.
Especially you were leaving too, bro. You could have got you a quick fucking.
She was leaving and he was leaving and shit. I was gonna go talk to her. I was gonna talk to her and help him out, but she went inside the kitchen.
You know, like,
her tattoos intimidated me.
He'd be like, "Hey, I ain't gonna be here for long. I'm only here for the."
And she has
pretty
clean
like,
ass
clean
tattoos.
Man,
I forgot what. And I forget.
I hope it picked it up.
That would be funny.
I hope it picked it up. I hope the microphone picked it up.
Anyways, come back to the story. She had clean ass tattoos. I forgot what they were.
Yeah, I know exactly what they were.
I think it was a tree.
No, there was like stars, and then I think there was a dragon.
Oh, okay.
There was like stars like all
cherry
around.
blossoms. I don't remember.
Something like that.
Damn,
But-
bro, you ain't get the IG.
But
I ain't get the snap code.
I told him, I'm like, listen, easy pick line. Where'd you get your tattoos? And I'm wondering if you could take me there with you when you go.
What the fuck?
Easy, simple, not that much demanding. That's something I would have done. I was
You'd
like,
be
hey,
you know, I'm tatted up too. You know,
you're like, hey, I'm trying to get a tattoo out here. Can you take me to your place? Can you show me where it's
your
at?
shit kind of clean.
Can you tell me who did yours and can you take me there? Easy, simple.
That's like the easiest conversation starter.
But wait, I had to see how she looked without her mask.
She was wearing a mask.
That is true. She could be a whole ass Decepticon.
No, because I seen her when she was refilling drinks. She took off her mask and she took a sip of her drink. She was pretty
Good?
She was
Pretty?
pretty cute. Yeah.
And you still didn't do something.
You fumbled the bag. You fumbled it, bro.
Fumbled the bag.
I'm not saying go up there and be aggressively, but it's just like,
I mean,
if
at least
the
like
vibes are there. The vibes are there.
I told you guys.
Maybe
like,
you weren't feeling the vibes.
I thought she was doing her job. I thought she wanted a big tip.
I mean, we all told you what happened, but I don't know, right? So that's part one of the fumbler of Cali. There's more.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure there's more.
Of me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one more or two. You're
Was the Asian store a bag fumble, or that wasn't a bag fumble? That was a
Asian store? The 15-year-old?
Oh, that wasn't a bag fumble. That was
not a bag fumble because that was not a bag for you to catch.
That was not a bag for nobody to catch. That's behind bars.
We just wanted to like see how old she was.
I swear there was one more. I bought the extra vibe, but I don't remember at the spot.
There was that one.
Was it the one at the mall? The girl that worked at Foot Locker?
No, because I actually talked to her.
Okay.
I just didn't finish.
What?
I just didn't finish.
That's a bag
Like I didn't
fumble,
like
bro.
secure any socials or anything.
That's a bag.
That's a bag fumbler.
Yeah.
So yeah, the girl that fucking I remember because Javai came out. He's like, he fumbled the bag again. I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, the girl at the Foot Locker didn't do it. I'm like, all right.
Did I?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 'cause I remember because he came at me.
The easiest thing you did is like, hey,
Bro,
what's your
it's so
IG?
easy. Just
Or
ask
what's the
for
snap?
the Instagram or
the
Snapchat,
snap.
and then after that, and she says no, then all right.
I mean, I wasn't feeling bold that day. All right.
You were feeling bold that on the trip.
Yes, I was. The moment we first got there, yeah, I was.
Yeah, how
And
did that
then-
waitress?
And then I just died.
Then you didn't. The snap at least. Get the Insta.
I don't want no snap.
Get the Insta.
I want Insta or number.
Get the Insta.
Get the Insta.
That's the one that most likely will give you. It's the Insta.
I'm trying to see out of all the girls that was at the mall.
I don't remember anything else besides those two. Nothing comes to mind. But yeah,
No, I really regret the one at the Korean barbecue.
was that the same day that we went to Frankenson, the Korean barbecue?
Yeah.
Man, don't take us to Frankenson. Have you heard of Frankenson?
Frankenstein's
Frankenson's
collectors.
in Cali? Yeah, the collector shop. Man, when was the last time you've been there? Have you been there?
Years.
Years?
Years.
Were you there when they were like just a little shop?
Yeah.
Man, they have a big ass warehouse now.
I imagine so. That shit. Collecting has blown the fuck up.
Man. Yeah, we had the fat amount of money that we, like 500 or something. Blew that shit in that fucking place.
This nigga said 500 like I was gonna do something.
Like 500 or 300 just for the week or we were there for the 1 week. Blew all that in one day. blew that all in one day.
Swipes
No,
with card says decline.
I blew 130 the first day at Frankenstein.
130?
I blew 130 because remember I bought the Charizard and then the other four Pokemon
That means I
cards.
spent the most then.
And then when we went back, but we're gonna save that for the other podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I spent the most. I forgot what I bought. I bought the poster things that I have in my room.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. It's the Wolf album cover and the
album covers are fine. Like,
and the graduation. The only reason I bought those is because I don't have the vinyls for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna hang those when I hang my vinyls.
I mean, I spent like 60 on those Godzilla posters.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but those are can't get those anywhere else.
Those are movie posters, yeah.
What else I bought? I forgot what else I bought. I bought a phone case for my phone. It was a Captain America wooden carved one.
Now what happened to it?
It's over there. I just need to take it off so I can charge my phone. I bought the official Moonrow coasters from there. We got Snorlax, Gengar, Miles Morales, Shiny Charizard, and Sasuke's Renegon. I bought hentai stickers for my car.
Obviously.
Oh, you always gotta buy the hentai stickers
Gotta
for my
buy
car.
hentai stickers, yeah.
What else did I buy? I think that's it, right?
That was all Frankenstein's?
And Frankenstein's?
First time.
For the first time, yeah.
But we're not talking about the second time.
What else did we... I'm pretty sure I bought something else.
You bought more.
I'm pretty sure I did. And Frankenstein's?
You bought more than the second time we
I
went.
bought 2 pop figures that day as well. I didn't know it was the first thing I bought.
Yeah,
It
because
was
that was
that and
the
then
first thing
everything
that
else.
was there when we seen.
I bought Captain America fighting Thanos with his hammer, with Meow Meow and his broken shield, with the lightning coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the special edition, limited time Mimato with his Renegon that glows in the dark. Yeah, I think that, and that's it for that first time. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it for that first time. Oh, and I bought Frank Ocean. That Frank Ocean poster thing.
Mm-hmm.
That board.
Those
Something.
poster things are clean. Those poster boards are actually pretty clean.
Yeah, they're like $5 each.
Pop Smoke.
$10 each. Yeah, Brandy got Pop Smoke and shit, but
I got Pop Smoke, X, and J. Cole.
yeah, shit. The stuff there is cool and all, but it's like
Once you start spending,
you
can't stop.
need money to be
I mean, yeah. It's
like half the shit I wanted, but I'm like I need money
it's like an expensive ass.
because it'll be cool to get the Chucky family, because I have a Chucky. It'll be cool to have his wife and his shit-faced son. His name's legit Shitface. Which
the
is
dolls
crazy.
were there?
Yeah, he had all 3 of them, and I'm like, man, no, because they were like $200 for one.
That's something else like work.
I mean, yeah, and then he had the it was like the ones from the movie, the replica ones, the good guy dolls, with the actual size of the movie ones they have,
Mm-hmm.
and it's him in the box, and it comes with the shoes and everything. I think he wanted like $350 for it,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and I'm like,
You're calling me crazy.
can't do that. I mean, I didn't buy it, so
Fuck it, the movie replica collectors and all that shit.
movie replica, yeah, they're
That's a whole other game. That's a whole other game.
and they like in the very back, the whole row, Pokemon. Straight Pokemon. They have a whole other separate side of the building filled with Pokemon shit.
Hell no, those people were dickheads compared to the
Yeah,
other
some
people.
of them were douche, but that was before I started collecting Pokemon cards, so I didn't really care for it.
Was it like cards or was it like plushies and games and stuff?
It was cards, some plushies, and like some other games.
Comics.
Some people were selling like comics and shit.
So it might have been a newer thing because that has to be kind of newer.
No, I think some of the card people are new. But
A lot of the card stuff is new.
It wasn't just
kinda recent.
Pokemon. It was like Yu-Gi-Oh, some baseball
Wizard.
cards, football cards.
Yeah, because it was Pokemon in the back and then the side. And then at the very end of the far right, it was like all sports cards.
Yeah. And
You know Magic?
Yeah, there was.
It was Magic.
There was like
It was
booths.
Magic.
Magic is the highest selling card game of all time.
They say that, but that's just
It
always
is.
that's always filled with shelves.
Because you have to. You have Magic people buy Magic religiously every expansion.
I guess.
Man, they're not selling out like Pokemon now.
Because think about this. Pokemon are selling out now. Magic has been selling out since I was a kid. I'm fucking 32.
Then how come it's still on the shelf?
it's still around.
I mean, it doesn't care. I don't care because I don't
It's
like.
still around. Magic has been around since before your parents. Well, they came around when 80s. It's like a mid 80s thing, and it's still around and it still sells.
Man. Oh man, I think there's like one whole section just dedicated to D&D.
The what?
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. It's the
Makes
role playing game that people use for imagination. You can buy the outfits. A guy bought the Death Plague mask.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the long horn. He bought it and just wear it. Just wear it the entire time he was there.
As he should.
I mean, I was like, fuck this. People are weird here. And, there's the, cute, some e-girls and, the girls that are like, oh, man, I want one of those. But, half of them were, like, taken, so.
I don't care.
Who cares?
I did not care.
I also found out
Who
that...
cares you're going to fumble the bag anyway? Lay back down.
Man.
You weren't going to approach any of those girls.
I was going to, then, I don't know, she disappeared in the fucking crowd. There was one.
Man, it's crazy that famous people go there.
Yeah.
I heard they had Stanley, like, last year there. Or the year before he died.
I'm not surprised.
They had Stanley there. Bella Porsche was there. Fucking some other people were there that I didn't care about. Yeah, I think Bella Porsche went there and wasted like $200 on just buying plushies. I mean, yeah. It's crazy.
You ready to rob her?
I mean, if I saw it, I would...
Run me your pockets.
Give me your wallet. I know you're naked under the hoodie.
What's the credit card? What's the last 4 digits? What's the security code, bitch?
Yeah, but other than that, the place is kind of cool. I actually like it. It's cool. If I was more into like action figures, collecting them shits, collecting statues. They had cool anime statues.
Man, if I had money, I would have went way crazy.
I mean, yeah, but
I mean that's sad.
I mean, if we didn't
barrier
have
to
money
entry
for
is
everything
money.
else for Cali, I would have probably dropped everything there.
I mean, because the I think I'm gonna save this to the next podcast.
Okay. We'll talk more about Frankenstein's in the next podcast because there's a bunch of other stuff that went down there. But, yeah. We left Frankenstein's, visit Grandma. Man, we went to Grandma's house the next day. Like,
Oh my
it was like
God.
day 2 there. We were supposed to go to Los Angeles to Fairfax to see the golf store because, we're all Tyler, the Creator fans.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that got canceled immediately when my grandma offered us drinks.
She said you guys are hungry.
Alcoholic beverages.
She gave us food and then
The minute we
liquor.
walked in, you hungry? Traes hambre? I'm like, huh? They're like, yeah, vamos a comer. I'm like, we're about to eat. I'm like, okay. Man, plates
on
plates
on
plates full of food. No wonder my grandpa was so huge.
And then she's
RIP
like,
my
"Oh, you
grandpa.
need something to drink with the food?"
Yeah, you want something to drink? She comes back. She's like, oh, yeah, these are your mom's. It was this. It was the Jack Daniels rye whiskey and the Don Julio tequila.
And then the little bit left over is
And
Shayla's tequila that I finished.
And the leftover, and my aunt
Shit
whipped
was
out a
good.
bottle of XO
Cognac.
that Brandon almost finished himself.
The whole bottle was to myself.
I took, like, just the top portion of the Jack Daniels. And then my grandma gave us beer.
Oh,
That's
that's the strong shit.
I like that shit. That shit's good. And my grandma gave us beers that my grandpa brought from Mexico. But, since he passed, he left them there. So, I had a tribute to him. I drank one. It was good. It was not as bad as I thought it was. Maybe because I was a little bit drunk from the whiskey. But it went down.
You were like, they're pouring alcohol down your throat now. And that's it. That's your whole day.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt that when she handed me the bottle because it had dust on it and webbing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, Grandpa. R.I.P. Grandpa, by the way.
Yep.
Mario Valdez. I forgot his name. He had more names. I just forgot what it was. But no, yeah. I forgot what it was. It came straight from Mexico. He brought that shit here, so you can't get it here.
Nice.
That one was good, but it was really good. That was way better than I thought it was.
Yeah, imported beer is usually better
Imported,
than American.
yeah, I'm assuming. But
American beer is actual trash.
yeah, we ate that. We ate the food Grandma made us. So it was like, meat, carne, and chorizo and some other stuff. with like rice and beans, and then my aunt had the audacity to make steak quesadillas as well.
Bro,
So we also ate those.
Boofing, bro.
And I'm like,
the carne asada.
So we just sat on the couch, listening to music, and then once I got sobered up, or a few of us got sobered up, we all decided to go to the mall, and that's where Brandon fumbled the bag one more time.
But they were it's because
the mall is almost unfair because
I was low key off.
There's a lot of bags to be fumbled in the mall.
I was low key off the liquor, and then I didn't like how I dressed that day. No, I didn't know we were going to the mall.
Well, I mean, we were going to Fairfax.
I mean, because remember I was expecting the sun, and I brought comfortable like shorts.
Yeah.
If I knew I was gonna go to the mall, I just threw on some jeans.
I think
and
I put
a
on
shirt.
pants. I put on pants.
I did it. I threw on this shirt right here, and then some shorts.
Man, I found out that I dress way better in Cali than here.
Yeah, Ricky on the first day looked so clean.
He's a Cali boy.
I was like,
he's a Cali boy at heart.
I think I'm cute as fuck. Stop playing.
He was like I want to give this dude a smooch.
I was looking good. I didn't realize it until I looked myself in the mirror. I'm like, damn, I'm looking clean. Hold up.
He was looking something,
I was feeling good, and I was like, all right, cool, let's go. Man, only if there was a girl there I cared about.
I mean, you'd be like, hey, I ain't gonna be here for long, Just,
and then, him and Javiah made up that or something. That they were like, oh man, we can't leave Cali unless we get like a phone number or Instagram or some shit.
None of them.
And I didn't get
none of them. And they're
Zero,
like,
zero.
and they looked at me like, you want to be a part of this? I'm like, huh? What are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we're doing whatever the hell we're doing. I'm like, okay, fuck it, why not? I didn't care enough to try. I don't care enough to try. I really don't.
What are you talking about, man?
I think there was this once where I saw this girl at the mall, I'm like, and then we walked away, and I'm like, it's too far now. And then I stopped caring. But, Brandon fumbled bags. I just don't care enough.
Man, all these bad fumbles. I'm going to get one day.
And Javiah didn't even try.
Yeah, Javiah did not try.
Javiah did not see any girl he was attracted to. He was like, I mean, he did. He was like, damn, she cute. And then, no.
I know you saw some, you gotta... It's not easy.
It is. All you gotta do is walk up to her and start a
technically,
conversation.
it is. If you just go up to her and just have a regular talk with her.
But I don't like approaching people.
The thing is building the courage to go up and talk.
I don't like
to them.
approaching people because I think about like me. I hate when people approach me.
Yeah.
Even when I'm at work and people are going to approach me because I'm working there, I still hate it when people approach me. So I can imagine when I'm at the mall and I'm like, all right, where the fuck am I going? I gotta go here. I gotta go always to the other side of the store. Some dude walks up, hey, what's up? I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck up. I already don't want to be here. You too close. And you asking me about my nah. I can see. You have to find the people who are in the right mindset for that shit.
I mean,
Dudes who go out there and be like, they try to talk to every girl in the mall and that shit are weird as fuck, but I got a little bit of respect for them. They're still weird though.
I mean, I wouldn't call this a bad film or what. I never mind. It blanked out of my mind. I was gonna tell you guys a story about. I think I fumbled a bag, but I forgot the story immediately.
Yeah, he said I don't remember. I thought that. He's like, what else? I don't remember what else.
I forgot what it was. I had it in my mind. It came to me, and then you said your thing, and I completely forgot. Not really. Oh, that did me now.
We all been there, man. Hey, players fuck up too.
I mean, I don't care.
So
I'm pretty sure out of them three, I'm probably the best one.
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that for sure. Because all my friends tell me, they're like, you're the one. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe because I don't care. Because once they're like, no, I'm like, okay. I should walk away. I stop caring about it.
That's right.
No. It's something about me. I can start the conversation, keep it going. I can't secure it.
I mean, not me. I'm just like...
Because then I'll just walk away.
Just start with fucking, what's your name, girlfriend? What's your name?
It's got to a point where my friends ask me for advice.
Until the girl you talk to is a guy.
Like, all my friends told me to give Christian advice. You know, Monza?
Monza.
They're like, come on, man, he's desperate. Give him help. I'm like, I don't know what
listening to this.
I'm like, I don't know what he wants me to do. I'm like,
On
I don't know.
Cam,
the thing is, I don't know what he wants me to do.
4K, HD, HDR with the surround.
I can't just give him courage. I'm like, bro, what the fuck you want me to do?
He's gonna be a fellow Marine. He's scared.
He's gonna be a Marine. He's gonna meet a chick and he's gonna marry her in like 6 weeks and call it a day.
Yo.
If people ask me for help, I tell you, I'm like, all you need to do is say this and do that.
It doesn't matter. He's already on the path. He's gonna meet either some blonde chick or someone else. He's gonna marry her within 6 weeks, and that's it. It's a wrap. It's over.
That's if, bro.
He's gonna hit her with the yo, I'm a Marine. I might die tomorrow, and that's a wrap. It's over.
Don't marry me.
Bag secured for life. He just needs one crack at it, and it's a wrap.
And he
crazy.
dresses like a freaking white boy.
I mean, his friends are mostly white boys, and then us.
And he hangs out with us beaners.
Beaners?
He dresses like an ROTC kid. Yeah, you're right.
Because he is an ROTC kid.
I know. I can smell it on him.
He was an ROTC kid.
Look
I
at
think
that, look at that shirt.
ROTC kid. It's the military that we have. It's the military program we have at our school.
Junior.
But he was in it for the first 2 years, and the last 2 years he quit.
I could smell the ROTC on him. That shirt's tucked in too tight.
He goes. The thing is, he goes to the Marine training, where like it's like a blue camp and they exercise you and shit. He does that, and he does jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure this man fights kids in jiu-jitsu. I'm pretty sure that's the joke we have going around. I'm like, because he sent us a picture of him being there, and you see like little kids. I'm like, and we all text, my dude, are you fighting kids?
That's right. I'm putting this 5.
The thing is, I haven't heard him say no. He hasn't said no to that.
Hey man, if they should be in the same class.
I'm like, is this man really fighting kids?
Listen, you can only fight who they put you up against. If you put him against little kid, then that little kid's gonna get a
He
fucking...
just got a promotion to jiu-jitsu. I'm pretty sure he went up a belt. Or I don't know what the hell they do. I'm pretty sure it's belts.
I think it's belts.
I don't know. But yeah, congratulations to him. But
shout out to my martial artists out there. Y'all doing God's work. Yes. When the 5th Ninja War happens,
never.
Y'all on the front lines.
Never.
Never, because we got guns.
We got guns now. We're Americans.
Listen, all right.
They gonna come at us trying to kick us.
Listen,
pop.
Listen, ain't a nigga who throws hands with proficiency built different.
Hell yeah, especially if this man has a sword. He comes at us, we shoot at him, he slices the bullet in half. It's over.
He built different, man. All right. That kid who was raised on Naruto.
All right.
Is a demon.
Anyways, back to Cali stuff. Cali.
So you guys went to the golf store.
Like a few days later, we finally ended up at the golf store.
I mean, it's a pop-up shop, so.
I mean, yeah, it was cool. Yeah, you know how stores at Fairfax usually are. No phones, no.
Actually, fucking hell, go to Fairfax.
I mean, no, it's mostly like
that's the rich part of town.
It's like you can't take out your phone. Rich. That shit is dirty. That shit looking like Miami.
No.
That shit looks Miami.
Give respect to Miami.
It makes Miami look clean. Let me say that.
Yup.
And we all know Miami isn't clean.
I don't know. It's probably a skater town.
It is. That is.
Everything in like Cali is dirty. Especially if you get to Los Angeles.
Well, everything in California has like a level of soot on it from all the fucking emissions.
And I'm pretty sure they're like...
The air there is actually bad. It is actually bad.
It's ass. And I'm pretty sure the state doesn't care about their roads.
Because
they have signs that say, this is where your taxpayer money is going to. Or your tax money is going to. Shitty roads.
Man, I always joked on Origin on that. I was like, this is what your tax dollars get you? Potholes on potholes?
Potholes on... Like, there's stuff in there that will kill my car if I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
And I'm like... And I see people drive around these low-ass cars. I'm like, how do you do this? How do you live here with this? And I thought my street was bad with the potholes. My God, Cali, they're all over the place.
Yes, sir. Good to see something's never changed.
Over the place. And then once you get to Los Angeles, homeless people on top of homeless people on top of more homeless people.
I mean, that's where Skid Row is.
And I'm like... dirty.
Yeah, LA definitely has okay, this is the part we want to show you. That's all nice, but if you look 6 miles this way, it's like, oh, there it is. There's the real LA. Because it's like, you're fine. Like, the good LA is actually just Anaheim. But if you go a little bit past there, past like Staples in the convention center, it's like, oh, you're in the hood now. Not even the hood. You're in Skid Row. You're in homeless country. The hood's on the other side of the bridge.
But I mean, Fairfax is cool, man. So Fairfax, I am happy, kind of / sad that I'm a big dude.
Oh yeah, there's no love.
Because there's no love for the big people there, so you can't spend stupid money on clothes.
Right. Hey man,
but
we don't respect the big bucks.
The sad thing is, some of the clothes at the golf store I want, or I think I'll look good in, none of my size, stupidly expensive. And I'm kind of sad and happy about it, because that means I don't have to spend money.
That is true.
Especially when we went to the Babe store.
Bro, you spent the most money at that store than both of us.
The golf store? Yeah. I bought 2 $60 chains.
Oh my god.
The B and the golf one. And I bought the toothbrushes. Here's why I bought the toothbrush.
You probably could have bought a shirt and just hung the shirt up.
For what? The toothbrushes are way cooler. And I got the toothbrush because I'm like, why not?
They say golf.
It says golf. It says Golf Wang on it.
Nice.
And I'm like, this is something what Tyler would do. He would just buy the toothbrushes and just hang it. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna put like little things, like tacks or something, on the wall and just hang them right there.
I can't wait till someone uses the toothbrush for
I'm gonna be very upset. I bring a guest to my room. Oh yeah, thanks for the toothbrush, bro.
We're fighting. We're throwing hands right now.
My golf wing. But yeah, it's cool. There's a cute girl there, the golf wing store. I didn't care. I thought she was pretty though.
Oh man.
And then me and Brandon asked, "Where's Tyler at? Where's Tyler the creator at?" And they were like, "We don't know."
He fucking comes up the back. Hey, I've been here the whole time. What's up?
He's like, "Yeah, what do you guys want?" I'm too busy making the album right now.
Oh boy.
And we didn't even know the album was coming.
I'm too busy making an album.
Oh boy, that's.
Oh man, Slater got an update. It's electrical bike now for $2,000.
No, it was 3.
$3,000?
It was $3,000.
It's $3,000.
Just buy Peloton.
I didn't know. I could have bought shoes there. I didn't know. I didn't know until we left.
It was on display.
I didn't see the polka dot ones. I saw the big giant shoes ones. I didn't see the polka dot ones. I would have bought the polka dot ones because I wanted new golf shoes. And a pair that actually fits me.
Golf Wang.
Didn't see it. I would have bought it.
Mike G was in the back. You didn't know.
Mike, not the Golf Wang store. He's too busy at the Odd Future store.
Okay, this is what Odd Future store.
That shit went. That shit zoomies.
Man, I still want to know how people get hired there.
Huh?
I still want to know how people get
That's
hired.
gotta be
Yeah, we actually had to get hired. They couldn't tell us.
I'm pretty sure it's like a guy.
They were like,
No.
"Oh, that's just school's
You know what's
information."
funny? If you look it up, it tells you how to do it. Like if you were to send your resume and your stuff to the Golf Wang website, like would you email it to them? Tyler, they say like not Tyler, like somebody will look at it and hire you or something. But the thing is, you need like really good experience to work there.
I assume so because it's like.
What type
it's supposed
of
to be like designer shit.
What type of experience you need for them to be like, "Oh, you need this? I'll be right back."
Like they're like, "Oh man, you need to work at retail for like a minute." Because we went to the OVO store as well, and I asked the dude that worked there.
November's finest, November's own.
Yeah, I asked the dude that worked there. He was like, "Oh yeah, I got the job here because I know I used to work at some other store. I forgot what it was called. It wasn't a designer store. It was like a retail store. I think it was like I don't know. I forgot. But he was like the manager of mine. They know the manager who manages the store and stuff, and he got him the job there. So he was like, yeah, all I had to do was like put in my resume, don't have experience in retail, like more than 2 years of retail experience.
There's no way people still look at you. Need a resume to enter a job out there.
I mean, some they do. Some care.
Because I'm pretty sure they can't say that they work at the golf store or OVO.
Yeah.
Or be online, be like.
I mean, no, you can. You can tell them you work there. Because it's on the resume. You can put on, like, oh man, I used to work at the Golf Wang.
I mean, it's on your resume, yeah, but I'm pretty sure you can't be out there going like,
oh man, I used to work there. This is what they have. Yeah, no, you can't do that. Especially if you work there now and you like get off, you can't tell them what they have. Because they like to be secret. But no, yeah, he was really cool. I almost bought something from OVO, sir, the OVO place. Mm-hmm. I almost bought a hoodie. I put it on. It fit me good. I just didn't like the fabric.
You didn't like the fabric.
I put it on. I'm like,
it wasn't comfortable.
It wasn't comfortable.
Yeah, I thought.
And it's like, we live in Florida. Mm-hmm. It's like one of those fabrics you can't wear in Florida.
Yeah, because you'll sweat.
You'll die. So I'm like,
you gotta do it for the clout.
And the sad thing is, it doesn't feel anything special. It feels like a regular Champion hoodie. Like the outside feels exactly the same. I think the inside's more cozier. Like it's more soft and cozier. But I didn't like it, so I took it off and I'm like, oh, here, I didn't like how the fabric is. And he was like, okay, that's cool. I'm like, alright. Didn't buy anything there. I'll look at it. Brandon bought something from the OVO shirt store.
Yeah, it was the shirt.
He bought a red OVO shirt.
He's got the owl on him.
Which I have today. To my book
He
bag.
brought it.
He's branded by Drake.
Drake? I mean, something I owned the hat, but I gave it to Brandon.
I mean, I was looking through the whole store trying to see what I was going to buy.
Yeah.
Spent a fat minute there.
There was this one hoodie I really liked, but they didn't have my size, so I stopped caring.
You like, what you got for big dudes?
Surprisingly, they had a lot.
I think they only
Drake
went
cares
up.
about big dudes.
They went up to like 3XL, 3XL max.
That's the best you're gonna get anywhere, bro.
Yes, it's 3XL.
Best you're gonna get.
That's lucky. They usually stop at 2XL. I know the Golf Wang store stops at 2XL.
It depends on the cut. You can. Well, at least I can do a 2XL. Depending on the cut.
The thing about Tyler is, he likes it tight.
He's high fashion.
He likes it tight.
He's high fashion guy now.
So it's tight. So when you get a size bigger, it'll be baggy. Mm-hmm. So since we're big, so we can't get the size bigger. So
nah, man, give me an extra medium.
So I was like, fuck it. So I didn't buy it.
I want to see my heartbeat in my shirt.
Tyler. So all I bought was the chains and all that, and I left. I was like, okay. It comes with the free sticker, and I'm like, okay, cool. Spent $100 and something.
I mean, whatever. I guess spending money on vacation is what you do.
Yeah, that's why I came there for. That was my mission. Golf store. Then we went to Bape, and then we went to Supreme, retailer Supreme shit, Supreme store. I'm like,
you gotta go to the Supreme store.
And then I'm like, man, I'm lucky I'm big, cause man,
Supreme be having some.
I would have went dummy.
Supreme has some decent stuff for big dudes.
No.
Nothing in the store?
No.
Damn.
It was just
the highest they went was like a large or an XL.
Damn, you could cop the hat then.
Oh, you should tell them the story about that dude from Odd Future.
Oh yeah, we found the white guy from Odd Future, the one that's on Tyler's hoodie. Mm-hmm. He was at the Supreme store.
Just hanging out?
He was just hanging out in the back. He had a skateboard in his hand and backpack. And we kept on looking at him like, Brandon, that's the guy. That's the white guy that Tyler's always hanging out with. It was like, then he's like, oh yeah, that looks like him. I'm like, I have to go really close. I really zoom in on him. And I'm like, yeah, that's the guy. That's definitely the guy. I can recognize that big ass nose anywhere.
Don't say what's up.
Nah, because he walked in the back and then
he looked really upset. That's why I didn't go up to talk to him. He looked really mad
because he was getting ready. So this is the interesting thing that I went to the golf store. Y'all went to the golf store like 5 weeks before Charlie dropped an album.
Yep.
Before probably a bunch of new fucking merch was coming in.
I mean, I'm still waiting on the box.
Oh yeah, he bought the box. He bought the box, and Tyler was like, "Oh man, buy the box for like $35.
Because I bought the one when Igor released, which came with the lawn
the
thing.
box comes with a shirt, poster of the album cover, CD, and a box filled with I don't know what.
It's like a custom box for it of coming when you get lost.
But I thought about buying it, but I'm like,
I'll be there for the vinyl.
I think I was broke. I didn't have money at the time, so I'm like, nah.
I'll be there for the vinyl.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna buy the vinyl. Gotta finish the Tyler collection of vinyls. But all that. I mean, Babe. Babe was cool. I almost bought a Babe hoodie. Didn't have my size though, so I was like, oh yeah.
I'm surprised. Babe usually be. I'm surprised there's a Babe store out there because I remember there's a Babe store in Atlanta, but that was Atlanta. I
The only reason I low key mess with Babe because of Cuddy, because you know Cuddy's a big Babe person. But I'm like, Cuddy, Babe.
Do they like Pharrell? They like Babe.
I'm like, Cuddy, Babe. Babe is not. Babe is cool and all, but we don't wear anything with
Babe was
Soldier Boy.
that too. Pharrell, NERD type era. Babe was the shit that.
And people rock Babe now. Like, people wear the hoodie that goes all the way to the top.
I mean, it's streetwear hypebeast shit.
It's hype beast before. It was hype beast before the hype beast movement.
And then we went to a shoe store where they, like, resell, like, Yeezys and the Travis Scott Air Forces. And Jordans and shit.
You should just bought the whole mall.
Jabaya spent $400 on Yeezys. They said they were used, but them shits look brand fucking new.
They
look brand new. The sole was brand. You could tell the sole was brand new because you know. But $400, and that's because he talked the guy to drop the price a little bit.
Where would they start?
I don't remember. I think it was like a lot. I think it was like 5 or 6.
For a resale, yeah, it's probably not bad. He's probably ready to eat that long.
But I thought about it really hard. I'm like,
buying Yeezys?
Buying Yeezys. But I'm like, the one that had for my size, because you know, the size that are like 10 up are cheap. Because, you know, big people feet.
Yeah.
Nobody buy those. So I looked at them. I'm like, Sadly, none of the Yeezys that were there I liked.
Should copy some slides.
The Yeezy slides? They wanted so much for that. Yeah, they wanted like almost $200. I'm like, nah.
Something that's going to go on my feet?
I'm like, nah.
That's going to go in the dirt?
Go in the dirt.
Get in the mud?
But I'm like, no, I'm not going to buy them. They're ugly Yeezys. They're like the ugly brown ones that nobody liked and the caramel ones. I'm like, nah. But I found a Kid Cudi Man in the Moon 3 Bape hoodie. In the rack. Not my size. It was like a extra small and a medium.
No,
Shit.
it was extra small.
It was extra small.
Because if it was medium, I would have looked at it. Because I found the Pop Smoke V-Lone shirt. I was debating.
I thought about buying it just to have it.
Yes, sir.
Just to have it, and then maybe give it to somebody. Maybe give it to my maybe sell it. Maybe give it to my kid when I have one at some point.
Hey, little nigga.
Hey, little boy. There you go.
Wear this.
Wear my Lord and Savior's stuff.
That's why I named you from Young Kid Cudison.
Oh yeah, his name. He's gonna be named after Cudi. Don't.
Cat.
No. Aren't you naming yours out of Jaden?
Yeah. Mine's gonna be named Jaden.
Jaden, right? Mine could be.
That's not because of Jaden Smith. It's
I know.
I like the name.
The name Jaden. Yeah. But I'm gonna name my kid after Cudi. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm not gonna call him Scott. Because I know my parents. They're gonna be like, Scott. Why you give him such a white boy
Just
name?
making that's his middle name.
Scott. I mean, that's gonna be his middle name.
His middle name's gonna be Scott. Cudi Scott Rosales.
No way you're gonna name your kid Cudi.
I thought about it. I thought about naming him Cutter.
Cutter Scott Valdez Rosales.
Oh, he doesn't give all this.
He's gonna get Rosales.
He's gonna get Rosales.
He's gonna get all
Cutter Scott Rosales. I don't know yet. I thought about naming him Cutter, but I'm like, it's too much. And then I can't name Kid Cudi because
Cudi. You gotta name him something. You gotta name him something that you can then shorten to Cudi.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
It might be Cutter.
Fuck, you can do whatever right today.
Like, listen, Cutter, and then I hope people don't pronounce Cutter and Cudi or like Cutter. You know, like Cutter.
Like Cutter?
Cutter, yeah. I hope they don't.
Oh, they're gonna be that. You know the style they're gonna.
I know they're gonna mess that up, but
oh, come here, Cutter.
Cutter. But I'm gonna be like, hey, but I'm gonna name him Cuddy when he's at that.
I mean, you can name whatever and still call him Cuddy.
Like, hey, Cuddy, come here. And then, yeah.
Why do you call me that, Papa?
You're named after the dude that changed the whole rap game.
You see this man right here? This is the man I listened to when I had your ass.
There you go. Give him the
hell yeah! I'll tell him the exact same song. We were listening to Baman Jeans.
Not Baman Jeans.
This is the song.
This is
the song. This is the album, and this is the exact same time I did it.
When it hit this point in the song, I just fucking.
When he's like, take off my pants, I'm like, oh Jesus, take off my jeans.
My Baman. I'll undo your.
But he is to be named after Cuddy, and then I might.
Side note, Baman Jeans is a fucking good ass fucking.
That song is good.
I love that song.
You can fuck to that song.
That song is so good.
That's the point. I'm pretty sure that's why he did
Especially
it.
when that
It's
song gets
song.
fucking wavy as hell at the end. Yeah, you can fuck to that song. But continue.
I named him Cutter. I thought about naming him after one of the songs, but I'm like, nah.
You need to be like creative.
Gotta be really creative. Cause you know how Will Smith named his kids Jaden and Willow.
Mm-hmm.
I never noticed that.
Jillo.
I never noticed that until you said something about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, that's crazy. I've never thought about that. Have you heard about that? How they named their kids? So Willow is named after Will.
And Jaden's named after Jada.
Yeah, right? And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. How do you that creative enough to think about that? Because I never thought of Will and then Willow. And then Jada and Jaden.
As soon as like Will Smith started being a thing, I was like, wait, she took her dad's name?
Willow. I'm like, that's smart because they switched.
Jaden I never really put together until I was like, Jaden. Oh yeah.
Jada and Jaden. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, that's cool. And I thought about that. I'm like,
you can only do that with so many names.
I can't do that with my name.
No, you can't.
I can't. It's weird. So I'm like, okay.
I can flip Nick and Nicole, and they will be like Nikki and Nick, but I don't want to do that shit. That's weird.
But
I'm not a millionaire.
Yeah,
so I can't name my kid shit like Blue and North. I can't do that.
I thought about
Jay-Z.
Kanye,
Yeezy,
Kanye, Northwest,
Blue Ivy. But fuck it, they got more money than me.
They got. Oh my god.
So fuck it.
They
can buy all of us. They can buy me and do whatever the fuck they want.
They can buy everyone in this house and the house and still have money left over. So
exactly.
So fuck it.
And it can buy us like 10 times.
They can swipe. The car is never gonna decline.
Like
no limits. They got black cars as soon as they came out the womb. That rapper just said, "Hey, you go."
But if I have sons, it'll be named after my favorite artist. Or if I have daughters, it'll be named after my favorite girl artist.
Which is?
Kylie Uchis.
I knew it.
Olivia Rodrigo. She's new. She's really new.
We'll see how long that sticks.
Yeah.
It depends how much album she drops.
We'll see how long that sticks. Callie, you can run with Callie. You can
Kylie Uchis. Rihanna might be one.
Call her your girl.
Riri.
Riri.
I mean, you can call her whatever. You can turn it to Riri.
But yeah, and I think that's it for now. That I know of. That I can name off the top of my head. I have to look at my phone and.
I don't know if I've ever subconsciously thought of baby for future kids. Actually, I think I have. Yeah.
I started thinking about it when I started realizing how old I am and how old I'm getting. I'm like, okay, I should probably.
I thought more about it when it's like when I play games and I name characters a certain name. I'm like, oh, because I like these names. That's why all my girl characters are named Layla.
Yeah.
I just like the name. And usually with guy characters, I usually go with like either my name or I go with Xavier.
Yeah.
So I figure like those are probably gonna be kid names.
I know I'm gonna name one of my girls Annie, because I really like that name Annie, and that's my Pokemon character's name.
Annie Scott Muscuddy Rosales.
What the
Scott D'Angelo J Muscuddy.
I'm naming one of my kids Envy.
Who?
Envy? Like Envy Adams?
Named after Scott Pilgrim, one of her famous characters.
It's
either that or Ramona.
Ramona might be a little bit too. Envy might be a little clever because you can be like, hey, I know Envy, it's a good name, and then only the real ones would know. Yeah, Envy Adams, I get it.
I thought about naming one of my kids Ramona. Scott, because Scott. Not gonna do it though.
Travis Scott, you right? Name the kid Sicko Mode.
Scott's more of a middle name for me.
Name the kid. Drake had the best verse on Astroworld.
You're right.
Down, no
You're
one.
right.
Cap.
Hey, Sicko Mode Rosales, come here.
Cap. Best verse on Astro.
That saved the whole album.
All right, before we get to that, how about we finish our first conversation? The music, the kids shit.
Oh yeah, none of that's been cut out.
Okay.
I'm leaving it. You're still in California.
Oh fuck, man. Kids.
So after Babe, so did you guys go to In-N-Out?
We did end up going. I think we ended up going in and out that same day.
All right.
Yes, because no, we're still continuing.
All right.
So we came back from Fairfax, and everybody went away, and my cousin Erica, shout outs, more Cali people. She's dating this guy named Khalid. You met Khalid?
Yeah, when they're
the boy Khalid. Shout out to Khalid, the goat. He asked us because we're here. He's like, "Oh man, if you come to Cali, I'll give you some of that loud, that California top show." Boof.
All right, cool. We're gonna shut down. FBI at the door right now.
We don't do drugs here, guys. I swear.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. It's bad for you. Only professionals can do it, and we are barely professionals.
Don't do drugs in the dark zone.
But yeah, once we got there, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll get you some." So we finally found our cousin Gono.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those people that stay in the room because he don't care about people.
That's right.
And he gets a wife now, so he's mostly in a room with her. Me and Brandon made him come out. Like we went to his door, he's like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here, you dirty homeless man." And he came out. Man, this man looks like a straight bum, beard grown out, just ugly. Hair stupidly long. He's wearing the most bummiest clothes. Just baggy hoodie, baggy shorts. He looked like he's eating in a few days. And I'm like, damn, this man really went downhill. He looked so cool a couple years ago. Man, that's what happens when you find a wife. He got married and that happened to him.
Hey man, he stay in the house. He said, "I did my
But
job."
he's sitting on bank.
No,
Money.
Cut that shit. Next podcast.
Next podcast we'll talk about that, but he's sitting on bank. Anyways, so he's like, hey, he asks like if we smoke. I'm like, yeah, we smoke. And he's like, "You guys trying to go roll something?" I mean, he didn't say it like that because California, you smoke all day.
You just do whatever you want.
He's like, "You trying to go smoke?" And I'm like, "Sure." So we went in my car. Bad idea, by the way. So he started in the back. He started, because we didn't have the grinder, so he started picking that shit from the the actual stem and shit like that. He rolled it up. We went to the park and we just smoked regularly. It is better than our cousin Lewis's stuff, and Lewis got good Florida stuff. Cali stuff will always be good. The Florida stuff.
Yo, you're exposing people out here putting names out.
You the ops?
The ops gonna come.
He lives in 3449 Forest.
It's the ops right now. Oh my god, he's out here putting names, saying government names, right?
But I mean, who cares?
Gotta have to beep all these names out.
But yeah, he lives. Yeah, but it was good. I mean, Kono's not his real name, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. FBI got him.
But yeah, he's good stuff. And then we came back. Man, we didn't smoke in my car, but the scent stayed in the seats.
Yes. I imagine if he was rolling some good shit, it is loud.
It's loud. It's the top shell booth pack loud. And then
If it don't stank when you open it, I don't want it.
Wait. But yeah, we smoked it. We came back. Khalid gave us the thing. The thing is, it bothered me. He gave it to me in a Ziploc bag, and it didn't put away the smell. So the next day, in the morning, I had to go to Target and buy a mason jar. And I put the stuff in it.
Yes.
And we didn't smoke any of it. We brought it back to Florida.
Whoa, the ops.
The ops?
We brought it back to Texas.
It's still illegal.
For use, I don't know what the
It's
fuck.
only medical use down
We took
here.
it to fucking California.
The ops.
You're right.
You over here.
Alright, I'm cutting the segment short.
We smoked it on Cali.
What? There was no what? There was only sunshine and rainbows. What are you talking about?
We brought it back somewhere.
This man is.
Exposed.
Cut that out. Oh boy. So, I'm assuming it was a good trip. Unless there's more you guys want to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break.
Quick break. That's
A quick break. Probably an ad here. Probably an ad. So just hang.
Now, word from our sponsors.
Yeah, hang out for about 30 seconds. We'll be back to talk.
Fuck Burger King.
Tyler, the Creator.
oh.
Call me if you get lost. All right, guys. Hang
I need
tight.
another drink.
All right, guys. We are back. Thanks for listening to the ad. That's really all I got to say about that. Now we are for the second part of our podcast, the first official album review on the Worst Guys Podcast Network. An album that was teased, announced, and released all in about 3 weeks.
Was it 3?
It was maybe even 2. The album rollout was not long for this. I felt like the teaser came out, then the song came out, and then the second teaser came out, the second song came out, and then that following week, the album
came out.
So it might have been a 2 week album rollout. So we are talking, of course, about J. Cole off season.
No.
You're right. It's all right. It's an okay album.
It's an okay album.
All right. So the actual review. Tyler, the Creator.
The Creator.
He is creating Call Me If You Get Lost, the 6th official album.
6th official album.
Following Grammy-nominated and Grammy-winning album 2019's Igor. Also following another Grammy-nominated album in Flower Boy. Tyler comes back, a little bit, a new sound again.
He's loves making new sounds.
He's back. He's back on his rap shit. 16 tracks, 53 minutes, easy listen. Quick and easy listen. So we'll do one round first impressions, and then we'll give more in-depth thoughts as we continue. So who wants to start just for first impressions?
You said first impressions?
First impressions. Just first thought when you listened to it the first time, what was your immediate first thought?
I thought when I first listened to it, and then right after I finished listening to it, I had to listen to it a few more times to let it sink in.
Yeah, what was your first thoughts on first listen?
This might be mid.
Okay. Fair. Brandon? First impression.
First listen. I was like, damn. He doesn't miss.
And then mine was, I think I even said it to you, I like this better than Igor.
Nick told us he liked it better than Igor.
So, I guess I'll get the ball rolling. I feel the other guys have a little bit more thoughts to unpack, so I'll give them a chance to do that while I'll talk. So this album definitely is a new route for Tyler. He's on his rap shit. He is rapping all over it. We're introducing to, I'm assuming, just a new character in Tyler Baudelaire. And this album, the one thing that is obvious about this album, it is lush. It is wealth. It is money. He's definitely embracing kind of the more lighter things in life, but there is still, it's not as narrative heavy as Igor was, and Flower Boy really didn't have a story to it, and definitely not as much story as his first releases, Goblin, Wolf, and not even Cherry Bomb was kind of this, but Cherry Bomb had a story too.
Damn.
But the one thing that really jumped at me the thing that really jumped out me at this album is that Tyler went his direction on Igor, and now by me saying it's better than Igor, let me just say I'm not saying that Igor is bad. In the run of Tyler albums, I think Igor, it kind of sits in the middle for me. I prefer Flower Boy. I like rapping Tyler. I like more upbeat Tyler. I like a little bit more aggressive Tyler. Because I think the thing that the thing that I think that doesn't get talked about with Tyler is that Tyler can fucking rap. Like, rap. And the thing that jumped out at me as listening to this album, and the more times I listened to it, the more times I got to sit down with it, look at lyrics, is Igor proved that Flower Boy and Igor proved that Tyler has a great ear for music, an ear for making beats, an ear for creating these soundscapes. But the thing that really jumped out on this album is that Tyler he's using different flows, he's switching flows. He'll use like a quick flow in one song and then switch it to a slower flow in another song. And like every song had like a break in it. And very few songs on the album he rapped the same way all the way through. Some of the more shorter songs, stuff like Run It Up and like Sir Baudelaire was an intro, Lemonhead, Lumberjack, even his verse on Hot Wind Blows, he didn't really switch up the flow too many times. He kind of kept it the one way. But on songs like Massa and Corso and stuff like Juggernaut and Rise, he was doing 2 or 3 different types of flows. He was doing different cadences. He was flipping it up. He was using more complicated rhyme patterns. And it's shown that like Tyler has grown a lot as an artist. And that's very obvious. Tyler obviously, he even talks about it, he's not the kid who made Yonkers in the early 2000s. He's not that guy anymore. And I think what we're seeing is a guy who's really figured out his craft and really figured out how to make music and figured how to create different types of songs, a different type of feeling, and the fact that he produced a lot of this album. He partnered with DJ Drama for a lot of this, for all of it. DJ Drama was throughout the whole album because the album is essentially a Gangsta Girls mixtape. It's essentially a mixtape vibe. And it's very apparent because the beats have a little bit more. Like the beats on this thing are fucking nasty. They are some of the most knockingest beats he's ever had in his whole catalog. Maybe with the exception of Cherry Bomb, but these beats are cleaner. They have more feel to them. They have more texture to them. And there's just a little bit more to them. And again, Tyler is just rapping his ass off. And the features he has on this, Tyler is a fan of. It shows like the kind of features he's pulled were nothing really super crazy. I guess the thing that might have caught everyone off guard was the NBA YoungBoy feature on What's Your Name. And I think when everyone heard What's Your Name and then realized that he was on the full version, was like, what is he going to do on the song? And I'll give it to him. YoungBoy killed it.
Yep.
It was a fucking fantastic feature on that song.
He did it.
But even like Lemonhead with 42 Doug, that was really good.
The best feature on that album.
He made 42 Doug sound good, which is crazy.
Yeah, like I've heard some 42 Doug because he is a freshman for this year. Yeah. And I was like, then hearing on his album, just like, holy crap, he did really good. And Tyler did a great job of crafting this beat for him. Fucking Lil Wayne on Hot Wind Blows is Tyler and Wayne just don't miss on a track.
Yeah.
They do not miss. And
what are they, 4 for 4 now?
They are 4 for 4. They are unbeatable.
Martians and Goblins. Martians versus Goblins. It's good. That's a good song too.
That counts.
That counts because they're both in it. And like the game, shout out to the game.
Yeah.
Bleeding.
Fucking Damo's feature on Manifesto. I don't know where he got this Damo from, but this wasn't the Damo that was on those other last few albums. On his solo stuff, like this sound like classic Odd Future Damo Genesis. Even the beat sounded like a classic Odd Future beat. And fucking Uzi. Oh my god. where if Uzi rapped the way he did on Juggernaut on anything else, I would listen to a lot more Lil Uzi.
I think some stuff he does.
I heard on Eternal Take he's spazzing a little bit more. He raps more on Eternal Take. That's what I heard. I haven't listened to it because I don't care.
Just like 2 songs.
The Eternal Take, don't let me get started.
Eternal Take's like probably one of his worst albums.
It's repetitive.
Yeah.
Again, I don't care enough to listen. But that's what I just heard is that he's rapping more. But God, if Uzi rapped like this more often, I'd listen to him because the way he came in on that song with that flow and that beat was perfect. And then having Pharrell come in at the end, it was just like,
Yeah, listen to that.
And that's the thing that just got the album flows really bad. I mean, the album flows really great. There are some tracks I'm just like, like I don't really care for like Blessed and Wilshire and Safari towards the end. I like them. I feel the same way about those tracks. The same way I felt about like Gone Gone Thank You and stuff like that. Igor songs I was like, but as I kind of listened to the album more, I kind of started liking more. I don't feel I'm gonna hate them the same way I hate fucking November and Glitter on Flower Boy.
You hate those songs?
Because the album is so good to that point, and I feel like those songs are just like these don't sound like the rest of the album. You could take those 2 songs and put them on Igor, and it would sound like Igor songs. But to be honest, I think this album kind of solidifies Tyler as a top hip hop act. And the thing that I think
he's definitely up there.
I think the thing that I want people to kind of stay with me when I make this when I'm saying right now. We talk about Kendrick, we talk about Cole, we talk about for a while we talk about Logic. Not as often now, obviously. We talk about a lot of rappers who are very good at rapping. But, Kendrick has a very strong discography. He has a certified classic and stuff like Kid Mad City. J. Cole, my feelings about him aside, is also he's a consistent guy. Say what you will, I can't say there's a bad J. Cole album out there. I think all his albums are, at the very least, very good to listen to. I think Tyler is one of those guys who, quiet as it kept, like, his run is like, it's strong, consistent. Goblin's really good. Wolf is really good. Cherry Bomb is the kind of the trip.
It is some songs that are good.
It's the trip, but you go from Cherry Bomb to fucking Flower Boy. Like
It's a big leap.
That's almost 2 different artists right there. And you go from Flower Boy to Igor, and then you go from Igor to this. There's not that many rappers now who are that multifaceted, who can make these type of albums. Like, yeah, you could probably make a case for like a Gambino, but he went so far one side and went so far the other side that if you try to like the Untitled album was trying to be the middle, and it didn't really meet in the middle there. But I feel like I said it again. This is also another thing I said to you. Said to you, Ricky. This feels like a redo of Cherry Bomb. This album feels like this is what Cherry Bomb should have sounded like.
I'm gonna go to say that this is what Cherry Bomb was supposed to sound like.
It has like Cherry Bomb had the same kind of bouncy beats. It had Tyler was rapping all over that album.
You can tell a lot from the song Juggernaut.
Yeah,
where he switches in, he does the hard bass and stuff.
Well, that sounds like a Cherry Bomb track. A lot of this sounds like this could have been on Cherry Bomb, and this feels like this is what he was going for, to do a really hardcore, serious rap album. Like, I don't want to be like, well, not like, obviously not Lyrical Miracle type shit, but still just showing that he can fucking rap. And I feel this isn't, I understand people who love the concepts of Igor, love the concepts of a lot of Tyler's older stuff, probably aren't going to feel this as much. But, oh wow.
Did you break it?
Damn.
Absolutely. There goes your poster. Man, that was like I forgot how much that was.
Damn, but yeah, it was. again, as someone who loves a little bit more hip hop, pure hip hop. Oh my, F's in the chat, bro.
You see? We could probably glue it back together.
F's in the chat for the coaster, bro. First podcast.
Of using
not even all the way through the podcast.
First podcast of the official Moonrow coaster that I got. Broke one of them. I could probably glue it back together, but now you're using the shiny Charizard.
Would we really be the worst guys if we didn't break a coaster?
Man, I can't wait to go through a bunch of these.
There you go, the worst guys. But back to the album. I'll finish this with this, and I'll let I'll baton pass to whoever wants to go next. But I think this is the album that me as a hip hop fan and was kind of waiting for Tyler to put out, because I feel like I come off of that high off of Flower Boy, and you get this is why Igor was such a weird hit for me, because it's like, oh man, he's rapping, his beats are disgusting, and we get to Igor and it's like, okay, it's the kind of a lo-fi R&B-ish kind of thing, and he's kind of rapping here and there, and it's like, I like a lot of it, but I'm like, this isn't Flower Boy. And then to get this, it's like, okay, this is the album I expected after Flower Boy. And it's just showing the progression of Tyler as an artist, as a rapper, as an overall package. And I think we as music fans and people who consume music in general need to start having the conversation of Tyler being a top rapper in the game, because
people are scared of that.
I feel like people can't shake.
People don't want to admit it.
I think that, and I think it's hard to get out of the box once you're in the box. And I think people kind of box Tyler in as that weird horrorcore. When you think of Tyler, they still think of Yonkers. They still think of those OF tapes. They still think of Goblin. And it's just like, everything he's done since then is so far away from Goblin that it's just like, he might as well be a completely different guy. If he was just Tyler, the painter, it'd be a completely different artist. And I feel like we really need to give props for Tyler and his growth. Like, we have watched and heard this dude grow up. He started putting music out when he's 16. He's in his mid-20s now, and you obviously can tell that he's gotten older. He's rapping about more mature stuff. He's being more open, being more willing to let people in, and I feel like we really need to start applauding this man for this, because not a lot of rappers can go through this transition. A lot of rappers just stay in the same lane and never get out, and Tyler has switched lanes many times, and every time he switched, he's done something great and worthwhile. But yeah, I think the conversation really needs to be had as Tyler, the creator, being a top rapper. So that's it for my part. Whoever wants the baton pass, whoever wants in, jump in.
This album, it had to grow on me. It took me a couple of days of listening to to make it. Maybe because I wasn't really expecting a new Tyler album. I wasn't really hoping for a new Tyler album.
I thought we were talking about it, and then it just all of a sudden happened.
It started with Brandon telling me, "Oh man, it's been like a couple years since Igor. It's time. Tyler's gonna drop the next album, because you know each year he has a 2-year gap. Each album has a 2-year gap, and I'm like, it's been 2 years already. I feel like Igor just came out yesterday, but I'm like, I told Brandon, I don't need another Tyler album. I didn't need one. I was okay with how he ended it with Igor. I was okay with it. He did the grow up thing. Igor was the good album for me. Production was on point. Rapping was good. Singing, whatever. And then he came out with this. I got excited when he leaked. What was it? Lumberjack that came out first?
Lumberjack was the first one.
It got me hyped. But I think it was also bad because it also put my expectations up there. Because I thought Tyler was going back to his mean shit. I thought he was doing angry, mean Tyler again.
There's some of that here.
It's some, but it's way less than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I was expecting like half the album to be like it, and I was expecting the other half to be like What's Your Name and stuff like that. Because when he dropped What's Your Name, I actually liked it. I was like,
it's a good song.
I'm like, okay, it's mostly gonna be like these two gonna be it for me.
Yeah. What's Your Name is a legit like a good song, and I actually do like the full version with.
What's Your Name is actually one of my favorite songs. That and Lumberjack, because I mean, Lumberjack, he sounds so mean on it for no reason. But I didn't need another Tyler album. If he just left to that ego, I'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I thought that's a good closing thing for Tyler. Igor, I thought it would be good for him because, everything's so great on it. But we're not talking about Igor. We're talking about If You Call Me, Get Lost. That album.
Because at first listen, you were cold on it. You didn't say much about it. They kind of read your body language about it. You were very cold on it.
It was alright. When I first listened to it, I was like, I had mixed feelings about it. Maybe because I had my expectations was really high for it. Because I thought it would be him hard. I mean, he did it. He landed a couple hard stuff. He brought features that actually hit. I thought Youngboy was going to do trash, but it's one of my favorite songs is him on it.
Yeah, I think that surprised almost everyone.
I surprised a bunch of us. I mean, maybe because I was expecting Frank to show up, but I knew that was too much to ask.
I mean, he's kind of there.
Yeah.
He's on one of the skits.
The thing is, that and Igor would have been perfect albums for Frank to be on. Because if you put Frank on What's Your Name, it would have been gross.
Yeah, swap out Ty Dolla $ign for Igor for Frankie.
For Frankie, at least have him do one of the ad-libs instead of Ty Dolla $ign. I like Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign, the thing about Ty Dolla $ign's voice, it's recognizable to me. So the minute I heard his ad-lib, I'm like, oh, that's Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, and he does have that kind of like old school R&B kind of voice.
Yeah.
Which that song was obviously going for.
Yeah. What was it, DJ Grills or something?
DJ Drama.
DJ Drama? I haven't heard DJ Drama in years, which is... I'm surprised. When I heard him in Lumberjack, I was like...
That was the thing, because I think Lumberjack has DJ Drama on it, and I think it also has the Gangsta Grills tag in it, too.
Yeah, he's like Gangsta...
Yeah, it has the Gangsta Grills on it.
I heard that, I'm like, oh, he's about to go dummy.
Yeah, he's going to make a Gangsta Grills album. Which the album does have like skits and stuff, which are more
his mom thing,
the talking stuff.
The mom.
This is I'm kind of upset Alex isn't here for this one because it does remind me a lot of Wiz Khalifa's Taylor Alderdice, where the skits not skits, but it's an interview.
Yeah,
and he's like talking to people and he's like talking to the producer, and it's very reminiscent of that. But that's kind of what they did in a lot of old mixtapes. It's just like kind of you guys talking your shit and it was kind of Tyler. I don't know if this is supposed to be a new character.
I don't know.
It's a new character.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's doing an old character, but I don't know. But
there's references to
it's references to Goblin and Wolf because he talks about she. He has Slater in the Lumberjack video. He talks about Wolf because Wolf brought him to the place in What's Your Name's video. He talks about it. Which is it's nice to know that it's still in the same story that he's still doing.
Yeah, and there is a kind of a loose story in the album too.
Yeah,
nothing crazy, but it is a loose one.
But the mama stuff, I don't know why, but it gave me flashbacks of Kanye stuff because Kanye's mom, stuff like that. I don't know why, but it just reminded me of it.
Yeah, I mean that's his biggest.
Yeah,
you can tell this man is influenced by Kanye.
I'm surprised Kanye wasn't on this album.
Kanye is under the whole other road right now.
Kanye's doing his own thing. Uzi. I'm surprised he hit that hard. I wasn't expecting Uzi to hit that hard.
Yeah, with that beat, you have to. I cannot imagine Uzi.
Yeah, and I heard the beat switch. I'm like, how's Uzi gonna rap on this? But because the songs I hear about Uzi, he doesn't rap that hard. But then I heard it. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool, it's cool. Lil Wayne's verse is phenomenal. I like it. Lil Wayne never misses. Pharrell, I was surprised to hear rap again.
Skateboard P.
really surprised to hear him
Brought
rapping.
it all. We brought it back. You could tell
Pharrell.
You could tell Tyler's influences on his album.
Pharrell and Tyler hit 2-2. He might be in other songs. I don't care. All I know is Pharrell's from IFHU. I fucking hate you song. I know Pharrell's in this one, not that one. Him and Pharrell hit that one hard.
Yeah, there's obvious.
I'm just happy that Tyler kept the number 10 song thing tradition.
The multi-song.
Whereas like it's always more than one song in one song.
Mm-hmm. I actually like this one. It took me a while. I'll be honest. It took a while for that to kind of.
If it wasn't so long, it'll be my number one favorite. I like the production on it.
I like the second. I like the something you can dance to. You wanted to dance.
Where he sampled the elevator beat.
Yeah.
And he just. But if it wasn't 10 minutes.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
It's a big
hard pill to swallow.
I'm not gonna put it over Wolf's 10th song, but Beamer, Party Isn't Over. I'm not gonna put it over that because it has my favorite song Beamer on it.
All right, relax.
And what did Igor hit? Was it Gone and Thank You?
Thank You.
And
Flower Boy was 911, Mr. Lonely.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. It's that one, Beamer, and the rest.
I had to say, because I was like, you sure? Because 911, Mr. Lonely hit different.
911's my favorite song. I love that song. It has the perfect thing. It has 911. It has Tyler rapping, singing. It has Frankie in it.
Yeah, Tim's Gone, Thank You.
Yeah.
For Igor. But yeah, it has to be fucking 911 show only.
And I'm a giant Tyler Creator fan, and I know people were quiet on Tyler until he dropped Flower Boy. They did not take this man seriously. Even though Tyler, even when he released Goblin, he was releasing bangers. And people don't like Goblin like that. Even though, I don't know, I get it, but, I mean, you have She. She's like the best song.
There's nothing. I mean, yeah, I like She. As quiet as the cat. I do like Tron Cat.
Tron Cat is good. The beat is good.
Her, Sandwiches, Fish, Analog, Bitch Suck Dick.
Bitch Suck Dick is good. People, I get it, but like people, I don't know why people get offended by it. Just see it as something funny.
I know people who listen to Yonkers in those first few Tyler songs and they're just like, oh my god, this guy's really that, and just never ever went back. And I'm like,
once you get the She, you're good. You can
but
listen
even
to the rest.
She is like, it is what it is. But it's like
I don't care when nobody says. She has my favorite beat on it. She has my favorite beat production that he did with the boing and wee and then I like it. And the Frank's feature, it has a rapping in the beginning and then it cuts to him singing. Oh man, Frank's a goat. So is Tyler. Then Wolf's good. But Call Me If You Get Lost, I enjoyed it. It took me a while to like it. I mean, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna put it over Flower Boy or Igor, but I like it.
So if it's like, okay, one of these,
I mean, I'm putting it over the other three. So it's like third place to me.
So if it's like, okay, we're gonna listen to the album. Are you putting on Igor or are you putting on Call Me If You Get Lost?
Probably depends on the mood I am. Because you can't listen to Igor like any time of the day. You have to be like, oh man, it's an Igor day. Like you have to be in a certain mood to listen to Igor. You can't be like, oh man, happy and shit, and then put on Igor.
I mean,
that switches your home. Unless you're listening to like New Magic Wand, and because everything else is like, man.
There's some bangers. There's some bangers on Igor. Again, I'm not saying I've never said Igor is bad, but
I mean, no,
there's definitely parts. Where
no
man,
Tyler album is bad.
Yeah, there's just parts where it's like I wish this was more like the other things, but it's fine. Again, like I said,
I mean, I like Igor. I like the way he went with Igor. I like it. I think the one I played most is probably Flower Boy, because Flower Boy, it just has the moods to it.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? You got New Magic Wand, What's Good, and then Earthquake.
That's it.
Those are 3 songs that actually get you up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now you have Flower Boy. You have
the
Who That
songs.
Boy. The first 2 songs.
Forward,
911.
Who That Boy.
And
Pothole.
I Ain't Got Time.
Pothole. I Got Time. I Ain't Got Time.
Dropping Seeds.
Dropping Seeds with Lil Wayne.
That doesn't get me hyped.
I don't know why.
If you want, I mean, as much as I like Flower Boy, there isn't. I mean, Who That Boy fucking knocks, but New Magic Wand probably knocks harder than a lot was on the album. But fucking, that's only one song.
It's only one song. I mean, at that point, I'll just listen to Wolf. Because, you got Damo. You got Damo something. And then the other songs.
And then also at this point, Call Me If You Get Lost has some knocks, has some knocking shit on there too. So
Yeah, sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window, then.
that's probably his heavier shit, but all right.
But Call Me If You Get Lost, I enjoyed it. It was alright.
All right.
I mean, I'll say it's good. I'll say it's good. I like it. I mean, I would. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I mean, my favorite song is the first few tracks, and then Juggernaut, 'cause that shit goes dummy.
All right. We'll save favorite tracks for the last.
Okay.
All right, Brandon. This is Mr. Igor. GOAT album.
Oh, I'm about to bash this album.
All right, so Call Me If You Get Lost. The follow. Well, I only got follow up. It's gonna be weird, but it's the one that came after the follow up to Igor, man.
Should have put this out right after Flower Boy.
Yes.
Or he should have put Cherry Bomb, then this, then Flower Boy, then Igor. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Because then it's leading up to... It's leading up everything. He's hyped, and then Flower Boy, and then he gets his heart broken. Igor. And ends it.
I mean, people say Call Me If You Get Lost. It's just Igor, but straight.
No, it's Igor. It's after the breakup. You can tell.
I mean, he still talks about love and how he found love and how he's all good now. And
it's 2 albums that I like from Tyler. It's Flower Boy and Igor.
I mean, I get it. It's because Tyler and Call Me If You Get Lost is more like Tyler talking to a female than a guy.
I mean,
I get why people say that.
I like the first 5 songs, and then
Juggernaut for me.
Yeah.
And then
it's because the only time I listen to it is when I listened to it on the first day, and then I listened to it 4 times, and those were during work.
It's because
I had to really listen to it completely.
When I'm in the car, I just put Lemonhead in, and after that I let it play.
Yeah, because Lemonhead
goes hard, and then you get the nice
You are no.
Hey girl, tell me which name.
I
What's
think
the name, girl?
the whole thing starts. I mean, I think the whole thing starts off pretty good, but then again, I let albums play from top to bottom. I feel like that's how you.
I do that sometimes. It depends.
I like Run It Up. I ain't gonna lie. Run It Up.
Oh, Run It Up.
Run It Up was I said it almost first time I heard it. That song live is gonna be disgusting.
And Master, I actually like Master. My long legs, Master couldn't catch me.
Master, I don't want to say a sleeper track because I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really been reading everyone's reviews about this album, but I like Master. Master, for that kind of a low key, kind of down tempo kind of beat.
There's a part in the album. I'm sorry. There's a part in the album where Tyler talks about how a girl comes up to me and is like, "Oh, you just talk about what's going on with these black people and whatever." And he's like, at the end, he's like, "Bitch, shut up." And then they're like, "Bitch, suck my." And then the beat drop.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because people, when the whole Black Lives Matter thing happened, I mean, no offense, I care about people, my equal brethren.
He's gonna say some All Lives Matter shit. Canceled.
I do care about black people.
Okay.
But
Thanks for being a decent human being.
I mean, but it's like that's too much. Like, do me really posting a black thing on my Instagram, is it really gonna do anything? Am I really changing the world by doing that? Is me putting BLM on my bio doing something? I mean, like, am I saving you?
I mean,
am I saving other people? Do people go to my account and be like, "Man, he doesn't have it. Let's kill him"?
They might.
I mean, no, I don't care. I told people, I'm like, listen, it's terrible. That's what's happening to them. I mean, I can't do anything about it. They gonna kill me. They might send me back to Mexico if I try.
Not back to Mexico.
So I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, whatever's happening to them happens to us sometimes too, but I don't put Beaner Lives Matter. Hispanic Lives Matter.
That's a fucking mixtape somewhere.
But I'm like, yeah, I mean, and then people get mad. They're like, how come you didn't do this? How come you didn't post this? I'm like, damn.
That's not. I
don't want to.
Yeah, I rather like.
Because I know it's not doing anything. That's why I don't do it.
I like. Okay, so Manifest. I already said Manifesto is one of my favorite songs.
It's a good song.
And I think the thing that I liked about Manifesto was just like a part of it was just like, okay, you want me to do this, but it's like, the fuck you want? Like, no, I kind of just do whatever I want to do. And I don't have, like, I rather have people who want to be an activist and be out there do it than to be like, oh, you should do it just to do it. It's like, no, I don't do things just to do it. And he even talks about, like, I've donated stuff and I've talked about this stuff here and there, but I'm not gonna fucking, do all this shit.
I mean,
and he talks about, like, yeah, they want to cancel me, but fucking, you've been trying to cancel me for the last 10 years.
Yeah, they've been really trying to cancel Tyler for a long ass time.
So, yeah, of course you're being mad about, oh, he doesn't talk about black issues. It's like, okay.
The thing about it is, after
that's why this lane, there's so many people who do that already.
After so many years of all this, like, there's no hate. I mean, it's cool that people are doing it. Just don't force me to do it. Because there's better people out there that are doing it.
Yeah.
Why would you come to me who lives in Florida, who I can't do any difference? I'm not going to go out there and protest because there's better people out there to do it.
Yeah. But it's like, Tyler's not going to put out... You're asking Tyler to put out a Pimp a Butterfly. It's like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, they're asking Tyler for too much.
That's like, he just does his own thing. And I feel like another cool thing about Manifesto that really kind of caught my ear is that Tyler's just like, yeah, I was the guy who was like telling kids to go fucking dye their hair and wear crazy colors and wear
fuck school
and be weird. And it's like,
he
was like, I was the guy who was telling kids to go be weird.
Mm-hmm.
And, and also like him being like outly, openly gay and all that other shit. It's just like, what he's done for youth is more than these people who are going to accuse Tyler for, oh, you don't yell Black Lives Matter at every show. It's like, no, but what he's done for black kids, especially kids in the alternative scene, you can't take that. Yeah, like, no one like, it means a lot for kids, for a black kid to see a kid like Tyler, who's quote unquote weird. That means more than him being out there going like, the police are bad. Yeah. And also, by the way, Tyler does talk about, oh, by the way, the police are assholes and they do shit like that. I mean, too.
Yeah.
He said it in Flower Boy. It's like, how many lives until Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
And he's said it in Flower Boy before it even got super big.
Yeah, he's been open and honest about that. Tyler's very aware that he is a black guy living in America, but he also understands that he comes from a different background than most people.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. I can't do anything special.
I thought we just jumped all over Brandon's time. I don't know if
there's nothing I can say about it because I didn't really fully listen
I tried to get that out because he said that. I'm like, he has a really good point. That's exactly how I feel when people come up to me and do that shit.
All right, guys. I think the way to end this review is to go over our top. We'll do top three.
Top three.
Top three favorite tracks from the album. If you have a top three, if not, then your favorite track. I guess since I started first on the talking part, I'll go first on the favorite tracks. So my top three favorite tracks at 3 give me Run It Up. Number 2 give me Hot Wind Blows. Number 1 give me What's Your Name.
Nice.
Ricky or Brandon?
I'll go.
All right.
Number 1, I have to give it to What's Your Name.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 2 it might have to be Lumberjack, and number 3 Juggernaut.
Brandon.
I mean, we all have the same song. I have What's Your Name at number 3, then Lumberjack number 2, and then Lemonhead at number 1.
So y'all two are basically the same. But we all have What's Your Name.
Of course.
That is legit probably that might be one of Tyler's best songs, period.
I mean, he said one, not the.
I'm going to take that. I said one of his best songs. But yeah, I think overall score. Here's my scale to be fair. I think anything above, to me, a 3 or 3.5 is something that you should listen to, but just be prepared to be you might not like listening to it. I think anything above a 3 is you should probably listen to it. A 4 to me is like it's a really great album. I strongly recommend. Probably going to be on my list. A 5 to me is like it's damn near perfect. So this one I'll give a solid. I'll give it a 4.5. There are, like I said, there are tracks on here I don't like or are not really super hot on right now. To me, this puts it on the same level as Flower Boy. I think Flower Boy is also 4.5. I think Igor is like a 4. Yeah, I think this is some of Tyler's best work he's put out. I think Tyler's been putting out some of his best music, period, for the last few years. I think this kind of solidifies him being a top artist. In rap, outside of rap, we could probably have that conversation, but definitely in rap, I think this album solidifies him as a top 5, if not top 3 artist in rap. So yeah, 4.5 out of me. Whoever wants to take the ball, it's on pass.
So you said 1 through 5?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this album a 4 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, something like you said, it's one of those albums. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's alright. It's not something I'll go crazy for. To be fair, I didn't want another Tyler album.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Fair. I mean, this has only been out for like a week.
It's only been out for a week. It'll probably grow on me more on. My opinion will change.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for now, I'm going to keep it as a 4.
All right.
Brandon?
Oh, you guys going to hate me. 3.5.
All right.
Okay, that's fair.
I guess.
And like what Ricky said, it'll probably grow on me more the more I listen to it. I didn't go crazy as such as like Flower Boy and Igor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to listen to it a couple more times because, I mean, I don't know.
It's still fresh.
Yeah, like it's still.
Because I remember when Flower Boy came out, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Flower Boy was like first listen.
It was like it was like I listened to it every day, and then when Igor came out, it's like, damn, that shit helped me through a heartbreak, my dude. Yeah. That's why I like Igor so much.
Yeah.
I totally understand Igor. I get why some people love Igor the way they do, and again, I think Tyler. The boxes that he stepped into for Igor and this album and Flower Boy are 3 of the most different boxes you can ever be in. So I think that should also be talked about. But I guess the last question before we end the review is an easy question, but I feel like maybe think about it a little bit. Do you consider Tyler a top 5 rapper? Or top 5 artists in the game right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Put respect on his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tyler deserved it.
It was just like what? I mean, no other rapper or artist can say he produces his own album and writes it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Tyler makes anybody that's a feature sound great.
Mm-hmm.
Even though in their own stuff they're not, but Tyler makes them sound great.
Like
no other person can do that.
And the very last question before we end the review. Personally, so 2 years from now, so in 2023, we're probably getting another Tyler album.
We are.
Would you want it in the vein of this or in another vein of something like Igor?
Flower Boy.
So you want more like Flower Boy. So kind of like a mix.
Another mix.
Diverse.
One of the mix.
So you guys want the mix.
Another mix.
Would you want it to be more like a mix or would you want it to be more like in the story? Because Flower Boy was no story.
I really enjoy a mix.
Okay.
Yeah. Story.
Okay. That's
I
fair.
don't want to sit down and have to listen to it just to figure out what the hell's going on.
Alright.
It's one album where you can play front and back to front.
That is fair. Alright, so that ends with our first official podcast album review.
Album of the month? Album of the year?
Huh?
God, maybe you lost.
Oh. I don't remember what else came out this year.
Don't care enough.
Oh, Jermaine. Cole.
We still got 5 more months to this year ends. Let's see.
We'll see. Well,
because you know, Certified Lover Boy.
He ain't never done that.
He ain't never dropping that shit.
And Flame.
He ain't dropping.
They ain't dropping that shit either.
Listen,
I mean, Drake said it on an interview. He's gonna drop Certified Lover Boy before summer ends.
Drake says a lot of things.
Listen, Isaiah Rashad's dropping this year, and everyone can just shut up. That's the one that I'm looking forward to next. That's Isaiah Rashad's one of my favorite guys out of TDE that isn't named Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, I think that would do it for this podcast. This review went longer than expected, and
listen to Sour.
There's keep an eye on the YouTube page. There might be a little bonus for you guys because we definitely went to some interesting places. So we always end the episode with a recommendation. This week's recommendation.
What do you mean recommendation?
What's up?
What do you mean by recommendation?
You know, it's always like the last little bit.
Tell your mom you love them.
No, I think the last time it was a TV show.
It was like that. Music Wifey, go. Music Wifey, go.
Music Wifey?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Music Wifey.
What's your name?
Olivia Rodrigo?
Fuck no.
That's me.
That's his.
You know who I'm gonna say.
Who?
Say it.
Jenny Aiko? You gonna say it? Jenny Aiko? The one that's dating Big Sean at the moment?
Shout out my dog Big Sean.
Or the one who dated Gambino? Damn.
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 Mine's Olivia Rodrigo now. I used to be Cali Uchis. But now it's Olivia Rodrigo.
This guy switched up the team.
I love that
Hey,
album.
bro, that album's good.
That album's really
It's
good.
really
I
good.
actually like it. I recommend you go listen to Sour. Out everywhere. Good album.
It's a good album, Nick.
Fuck TikTok, but good album. It's a good album. If you like punk rock and like
Punk rock was like the first song.
like punk rock's like the first song. Listen to it. It's a good album. I like it. TikTok almost ruined it. Good album though. It hit a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of hurt. I was like, damn. Who would have thought a white girl like this would know what the hell's going on? And she's younger than us.
She's 18.
She's 18. We're 20. We're old. I'm sorry. There's not much I can say to you.
What about yours?
Fucking SZA. The fuck?
I knew it. You were gonna say SZA.
Mid.
Oh my god, you're mid.
SZA's actually pretty good.
Alright, guys.
Things you should probably look out for is YouTube stuff. Us on Spotify.
Me wrecking, what the fuck?
What?
What the fuck did I just say?
Look out for the Moonrow TikTok that's coming out. We get to see us unbox Pokemons and
5 likes, I'll rip Ricky Charizard.
don't do that. Yeah, more about that on the next episode. Don't forget the Moonrow mixtape coming out soon. It's coming.
Alright, guys. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Like, favorite, subscribe, and also just share it. If you tell someone about the podcast, that'd be really great. That's the only way this stuff grows, is just by you guys sharing it. We're grateful for what we have right now. We want to grow that as the year goes on. Keep an eye out for the YouTube channel for the podcast upload next week. We'll probably have some bonus little bits for later. And
on the YouTube channel, don't forget to comment. We will pick our favorite comment and our favorite question on the comments, and we will talk about it on the podcast. So don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, share, like, do what all that other people will be saying.
All right, guys. We love you guys. Take care. Have a good one. Be safe. Mwah, 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 mwah.